morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What y'all got going on this morning? I popped out one time for the good time, for old time sakes for you guys. So hopefully y'all make y'all way in here. No, before you ask, no, I did not watch the interview. I really don't care about the lemon and what's the name situation. I feel like at this point, is anybody surprised? Let's talk about it. Okay, so what y'all got going on the board? I pop it out for y'all for a little while. Y'all know y'all only getting an hour up out of me. Don't try to pull what y'all pulled last time. It keep me here more than an hour because that is not my attention. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm popping out to see what's up with y'all and go ahead and get y'all out the way so y'all can go ahead and keep up with the other shenanigans on the board because I will be logging right back off YouTube unless I get a notification worth coming to view. I ain't gonna even lie. So how y'all feeling out there? What y'all thinking about? Where's everybody at? Okay, hold on. I just seen somebody come in here. I'm finna get to you. Give me a minute. Ooh, okay. Oh wait, that's wrong. Hold on. Okay. Hey Jay Parrish, how you doing, my girl? I hope all is good with you. Yes, I hope all is good with you, baby. What's going on? How you feeling? What y'all been doing? Running them up? I'm finna I reevaluate my store and setting it up the way it needs to be. I gotta set up the merch store and then I'll link it to the bayou. So once I get through setting it up, y'all will be able to access it and get y'all merch. How y'all doing other than that? What y'all got going on? How y'all feeling? What y'all got on y'all mind? I seen Pastor live yesterday. I seen Dimples live. I seen who else live did I stop in on? I think, and then I went by drop. I think that was dropping a tea yesterday. I went by the people that I support and I'm subscribed to. I absolutely did. I think I only caught 3 lives yesterday. Hey, G Glow, because I really ain't been keeping up with y'all because everybody's still going live about the lemon situation, and I don't even care. But I did just read what's the name community post that he put. He could see that lemon is I guess feeling remorseful. I think it might be a play and he feel bad and he was about to cry. Let me turn the waterworks on and off. Like it is what it is. But I do agree with him. If all the content y'all got is based off Lemon and Pizarro is the only one bringing content to the sector, then the options are slim to none. And I feel like at this point, all the content creators need to fall the hell off the board. And that's what I've been doing. I've been living my best life. And it is my birthday countdown, so I really don't care what y'all keep going on this app. I'm not here for it. Like, y'all can have that. Because, no. I'm not impressed, nor am I entertained. So I just been minding my business. What else? What else y'all got going on? Who is that? ZX lost intro. Yes, I just seen his community post. I kind of agree with him. But in a way, something because I ain't gonna even lie. In my cooling voice, overplay for the overplay, some of the stuff that I'm seeing Lemon produce remind me of a Mo 3 playbook. I ain't gonna even lie. Some of the stuff that I'm seeing Lemon do remind me of a Mo3 playbook. When Lemon told y'all he was hanging with people in other sectors, and I was warning y'all that I believe a little bit Lemon was in the clouds when he told y'all took a break and stuff. Lemon was very much around. Half of these people to tell you they took a break, they be very much in tune. And you could tell when he argued with certain people, he used, oh, excuse me, refurbish content. He heard somebody else say he don't know no better, but he didn't know what to do in that moment. So I feel like it is what it is when it comes to Lemon. I don't care about his storylines at all. I ain't gonna even lie, but I be laughing. So then I did see the MB decided to tuck his tail when it come to other people, but he wanted to shoot slugs and hold Lady Nika accountable for what Lemon did on her platform. I did get to see Lady Nika clap back, and I'm like, but see, he slowly but surely, you can only have your stripes for so long. Let's put it like that. The boys just want to have fun. Absolutely. I feel like they should let them. I'm relaxing, boo, and I'm wishing you an early happy birthday. Let's get the party started. Thank you. Hey, Dreamy. Hey, boo. Hey, Jay Parrish. Him and Lemon ran a play for him to get back in the sector. Why would he need to run a play to get back in the sector? And when he first came back out, or I first realized that he was coming back around, people welcomed him with open arms. So I don't think he will have to run the play. You say he was cupcaking with Lemon. Now he mad at the girls. Well, look, I don't care what. As much money as RNY gives Nika, she should protect her. What you mean? Hey, foot soldier. Wait a minute. Now where this come from? You a troll page because he's a play run. Ask Babe Nation. You know something. Look here. Whatever RY give Lady Nika, I'm not keeping track of that. I don't give a damn. Like, I'm not into nobody financials. I'm not their accountant, so I don't care about what they got going on, how they giving it up. I don't give a damn. Like, y'all riding the buck, but Lady Nika don't owe her nothing. Like, I don't know why. We don't even go down that little rabbit hole. Y'all trying to take people in. Give it to the hunters. Cause yeah, I don't give a damn about none of it. Like, so Lady Nika owe her. You know, so let me tell you something. Let's be real. Only reason the beef sector is entertaining envy is because of R&Y. If that relationship ever goes south, you can expect the beef sector to give what the beef sector been give. They gonna do it the same way they did it when it came to MU. They gonna toss MB to the curve. And a lot of people was waiting to see what was gonna be the turnout of him and Lady Nika, because then they was gonna take it from there. And then at the same time, he's trying to convince people that Lemon is a good guy. Ain't nothing good about Lemon, let's be clear. Ain't nothing good about Lemon. Like, we all see Lemon for his shoe, but one thing for sure, two things for certain. Lemon is going to always be beef sector, and I don't care how y'all put it, what games he play, what he say out his mouth. He know if he steer away from beef sector, he going to be out here to fend for himself. And quite frankly, he's insecure about that. So let Lemon be. Let him be. Like, ooh, baby. I did. Ooh, Rick Reed popped his ass out here, and he started doing the live. And B said, Rick Reed said, Lemon got a type. I was tickled. I said, look at Rick Reed coming out here running them up. Lemon, all I'm gonna say is, and this is why I say it's giving overplay for the underplaying cooling voice, because all that calling, all this playing on content creators' line, all this ringing on phones, like half of y'all know that most content creators record, especially when they know you got some tricky ways to you like to play too many YouTube games and stuff like that. It gives what it's supposed to be giving. So Lemon leaving voicemails and voice messages talking about he want to crash out and all this stuff, and he ain't never met them in real life, and he telling his life story. Lemon is playing on y'all emotional heartstrings. Lemon is looking for empathy, sympathy, and he was looking to be coddled, and y'all giving him every bit of what he's doing. So I'm gonna let y'all have it. Quite frankly, my dear, y'all impressed, y'all entertained and interested in this mess. And quite frankly, I just don't care for the storyline at all. So I'm gonna exit stage left. Absolutely. Not a typo though. Hey Dory, what you mean a typo? Absolutely a typo. Girl, please. As much money as okay, well, I don't know nothing about it. He been play running at Babe Nation. Okay, Grand Rising. Hey Dory. My boo, y'all got y'all faves and y'all are biased, child. Who is my favorite? Like honestly, entertaining wise, I would put just Kimmy. I will put King Roman News. I will have to put Pass on there. I will have to put Stump Down. I will actually have to put Broadway when he decides to run him up. But other than that, them the only ones I literally be entertained when they get out here and be messy. And don't get it twisted, because when Ro come out here on his messy modes and J Dunn and VS, oh baby, I be getting my best look like, because Ro be so goddamn hilarious. It be good to watch Ro mood switch up. Because you think Ro gonna come here calm and hot, and Ro just come up here and turn the board upside down. Like, he's so funny. And then don't even get Brian started. So yes, it is certain ones I like to come. Hey, my boo, I like to watch be on their favorite boo and stuff. But me being biased, I don't have no favorites in the group you talking about. I don't give a damn about NB, RNY, or Lady Nika, or Lemon, or what they got going on. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. As far as that's containing, all I'm saying is it's about time. She said what she said. MB can't hold her accountable. He better tread lightly or she gonna clap back. And she just letting him know. But then she also said that she like him in the same breath. So I don't know what's going on with that. Now, quite frankly, I ain't trying to figure it out, because it would have been a no for me. Hey, E-Money, baby. Let me see. Who else in here? Not a type though. Yeah, Rick Reed said he got a type. Hey, K-Fit. Hey, Room Shake. I meant to say Rick is right about Lemon having a type. So you mean to tell me y'all wanted me? Y'all want to spend this live talking about Lemon, baby? I got better things to do with my morning, and Lemon ain't it. Like, I don't know why. What? Okay, let me ask you this. This is the only thing I can say. How many of y'all surprised? What's done in the dark? We living in the days of revelations. What's done in the dark gonna come to light. So how many? Hey, Blender Healing. Rick is right. He like light skinned thin men. Okay, but let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all surprised about this? How many lives have we watched of y'all seeing that it's raining men, Lemon coming out the closet, Lemon giving sugary vibes? Now, what I will admit from all the stuff I'm getting is that Michael Jackson didn't lie. What's that other man? The maintenance man didn't lie. Everybody else that told y'all what they get from conversations and just by sitting back analyzing Lemon, they told you what it is. So for the ones that play like they confused, I think they're a little bit off. So we just gonna let them carry on. Like, yeah, because I don't care. Only ones that should be worried about his sexuality is the ones that entertained it or thought they had a shot. Now, for all the women that he was misleading and made them think that they had a shot, I pity the fool. But maybe Lemon is going to be a person that go both ways. Maybe he is going to be the type that want to be entertained. And it is women out here that will sleep with a man that sleep with other men. So, Rico, you know something? All I can say is Rico the barber didn't lie. about a lot of stuff he said. He said this is why y'all should be skeptical and y'all should sit back and watch these men. At this point, I think a lie detector, y'all talking about going to get tested for STDs, a lie detector test should be in play too, asking men have they slept with other men, do they fantasize about other men, do they be turned on by other men and stuff like that, because you never, and Pastor said it too the other day, you never know who going both ways. What's up, Slapper? I was surprised that Triple took a chance on let dreamy. No, we are over the Livanisha Aaliyah Jenkins. My name because he is a what's up, Slapper? What's up? I ain't gonna need to be petty this morning. I ain't gonna need to be petty. Yeah, because I'm over it. That's why I say I've been off the board. I come through, hit the like button, speak, and then I gone on about my business. I seen King Rama Reed popped out yesterday. I caught her live. Shouts out to King Rama, and then the beef set the cartoon is over there running amok. You gotta chill, Kayos. Hey, K-Fit, a lot of damn, I was just been hey lady Steph. A lot of them run amok, but quite frankly, y'all, I don't give a damn. I'm in good graces, I'm in high spirit. I'm ready for my New Year's. That's all I can think about is my birthday celebration. So all this other stuff, and then y'all done forced me to put a date on the ghetto karaoke now. Y'all pushed it to the 28th. Y'all put it a day before my birthday. But I said I can be able to pull it off. But my thing is, ain't nobody decided that they gonna be the contestants, because the people that want to be the contestants, I really don't mess with them. But I said just to pull the show off. And then I got a surprise for y'all after the show. But then y'all said on the 28th, but then y'all didn't pick a time, so I don't know what y'all doing. I hope y'all ready for the ghetto karaoke, because I'm damn sure ready to show out. Like, that's all I can say. I did see Unapologetically Mika uploaded the post. So who performed, because it says Soul Sister. So who the hell got it? Because I seen the camera on the whole time, and slowly but surely they eased the camera to their backsides and just put their tail all in the camera. Like, what type of stuff is that? Why do y'all allow these people to get comfortable on y'all platforms? And baby, like, baby, at this point, you might as well tell the content creators keep their cameras off. Like, at this point, anybody hit your link or keep your banner up, cover your whole screen so you ain't got to worry about stuff like that. Because it's no way in hell, or verify these people, because it's no way in hell y'all still running around here getting porn. I just think it's so many ways to keep it from happening that if you do it, you were slow. You just slow. Like, I wouldn't trust none of these people as far as I could throw them. I wouldn't underestimate them. I wouldn't put it past them. Hey, old man, every time they feelings get hurt, they do stuff like this. And the fact that they did that, even though I don't like her, I go back and forth with her, I ain't in compliance or agreements with y'all sitting here taking these people channels. But I can't tell you how to do it, so I just mind the business that pays me. And this is why I don't let everybody hit my link. This is exactly why. I don't want you up here. You can talk to me from the chat, and if you do, I got a whole lot of things that I can cover my screen with, and if you get to saying the wrong stuff out your mouth, I can just kick you off and just keep it moving. Because I'm paying attention. So I was like, when Unapologetically Mika put it up, and she showed a little clip of how they did it. Like, what do y'all do? Do y'all leaving y'all panels unattended? Like, how we still saying this? Order those t-shirts. They different designs, different colors, several sizes available. Yeah, thank you, Blended Healing. Yeah, y'all, but I'm finna redo it. I'm trying to figure out which store I want to go with. I want to go with the one that's the most reasonable, but I also don't want them to have the thin, cheap shirts. I actually want them to have some stuff that's presentable and that's like kind of heavy duty, where you ain't got to worry about putting no holes or nothing in it or ripping it from washing it. Hey, Moxie. So yeah, I did put up the t-shirts. They gonna come in red. They're coming in all the colors I put on the community wall to show y'all they was coming in. Y'all can get y'all aprons. Y'all can get y'all y'all shower curtains and everything else. It's a lot of stuff. Then okay, let's go here. Because I put a link and asked all y'all to subscribe to the channel on the board. It's a subscriber, it's a content creator that want to come out. She don't know what type of content she gonna give, but she wants to get her page into rotation. So I put out there, could all the hell sector subscribe, all 6,000 of them, take time out and make sure they subscribe to her. Kaios is T-Rex crew. Oh wow, good morning. Hey Burn Dog. And baby, who came back? No, you came back and said no room shaker. Last time you promoted the channel and we went over there and the person was talking about you, I said I want to support nobody else that you asked us to support. And I was like, a lot of y'all did say that. And I kind of forgot about that stuff because we really don't promote channels like that. We support who support us, and who y'all see in the chat, I tell them to drop their link and ask y'all to subscribe. And I also put a incentive out there. If y'all support the people that I ask y'all to, that I will be willing to give y'all cash apps and prizes and stuff for y'all doing so. But yeah, none of your hair reminded me that, yeah, we said way back when, in the beginning when your page started, that we weren't doing that no more. So, okay, if y'all want to subscribe to that channel, y'all can. If y'all don't want to, I'm not forcing y'all, because we did make that rule. But it is some people that support me, and they do need to get to their 1,000. So if y'all go subscribe and run a number up, I will be highly grateful. And a sense of still staying, we still will be willing to give you a cash app. Dreamy, no, and not even a honorary member. Ooh, we. Kaios did that to troll, because I seen Kaios when he did that. Kaios doing a King Roman, well, they doing each other because they all part of the crew. K-Fit, where you at, girl? K-Fit, bring yourself back here, ma'am. Bring yourself back here, because I watched King Roman. I read King Roman post, and he said, and I'm going to call on y'all too. Y'all get here. He made a post that it's been plenty of times that he set up the live and he was finna hit the live button and the crew told him don't do it. So are y'all making him stall them out because they want him too bad? What is it gonna take for y'all to allow? Do everybody that's part of the crew got to get a cash out for King Roman to be able to pop out here? So then I was over there in Pastors, baby. K-Fit, we need glamour back in the sector. Let's go. I wish King Roman would do interview. Oh, no. Let's be very clear. Let me state this for the record. We are not calling King Roman back to the board to interview no goddamn limit. That is not what we finna waste a King Roman pop out for. So y'all can take that shit, hey Auntie Fee, and you can trash it. Not smash it, but trash it. No, if King Roman come out here, King Roman coming out here to stir up the mess, to be entertained, and to be funny. So he can pop out here. We'll support a pop out here on a call in. But we don't want him to come out here to interview no goddamn limit. Like, yeah, no, that is not what we wasting a King Roman call for. Like, no. So all you weird people that was over there saying, yeah, you should interview Lemon on his platform, no, the hell he shouldn't. No. We're not calling him to the board to entertain. Now part of Lemon and his shenanigans. We're calling him to come out here and entertain us, bring some funniness, and do what he do. Like, come on now. Y'all said Ness went over there and entertained Question Lemon on his platform. Like, yeah, no. King Roman. King Roman. If you pop out here for something we gonna like. I'm not coming to no interview with no Lemon. I don't give a damn about you interviewing Lemon. So yeah, no, I'm not supporting no call. Yeah, cause I was over there reading. He said, you know how many times I set up a live and was finna come live and the crew said no, and I just walked away. I'm like, oh, now I'm finna go target the crew. Me and Kaios probably finna be over there arguing on his wall. Kaios finna tell me he told me to leave him alone. Now he finna start threatening me. Then I would go over there and run the Mux and K-Fit chat. Then I'm gonna find y'all and get on her. And I'm like, why would the crew tell him not to pop out? But they probably don't want him to pop out for what y'all want to pop out. And then, like I say, if he want to come out here and give us a lazy live, King Roman, all you gotta do, let me help you out, baby. Content creator to content creator. All you gotta do is do what they told you, boo. Come on out here, set up your call-ins, and let the subscribers do all the work, because they said they gonna pop it and they gonna bring all the stuff to the board. You ain't gotta do nothing but sit back and let them work. Like, for real, for real. Let the subscribers get their messy opportunities, because they want to be messy anyway. And that's why they telling you to do the goddamn call-in. So you can come out here, you can monetize your live and let the call-ins twerk. Like, just let them blow up the phone line, baby. Like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm trying to tell you, if you pop out King Roman, pop out, I'll give you a good cash app. That's what I'm saying. I'll cash app you. If you pop out here and add something else to the board besides that goddamn limit interview, because I don't want to watch that. And I don't think they should waste a King Roman pop out on no goddamn limit. Like, what all could you say? It ain't too much to be said. Like, come on now, y'all quit playing. I don't want to hear, right? I'm trying to tell you. I think an interview is necessary from what I'm learning. Yes, Kayos, no! Kayos, I like you to be different, baby. I like you to not want to entertain it. I like you to know we don't want to waste it on the interview room. Shaker 100, I agree that would be a waste of time. I'm trying to tell you, they started telling Kyle's gonna say yeah for a call in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't nobody want to hear no goddamn. Don't nobody want it. I almost got frustrated. I ain't gonna let y'all run my blood pressure up. Don't nobody want to hear no interview or no goddamn limit. If it is King Roman, put a poll on the board. Put a poll up. Do they want to call in? Oh, and I don't even want to give them the option. Or do they want you to interview limit? If they say interview limit, I'm just not coming to support. I don't care. You can do it. They'll support. They'll pack the house. But I think they stupid if they waste it on the interview limit. Out of all the things you're capable of entertaining us with, they actually want you, because the subscribers are messy as hell. They gonna stir up the shit. They gonna make a lot of people go live. They gonna put a lot of people in their feelings. They gonna have a lot to say. They probably be over there dragging me again, but I don't give a damn. Like, they gonna do the absolute most, because they don't know when you gonna pop out here again. So please, don't waste it on a limit interview. But if you decide to, I don't care. I just find me something to do. I'll go get my Hennessy in my bottle and continue to celebrate my birthday countdown, because I would not be in attendance, because Lemon ain't gonna do nothing but lie. How many times do y'all need to see Lemon lie? I'm for real. How many times y'all said Ness was over there popping Lemon and lies, going up there asking him questions? So yeah, I don't see the point in doing the interview. Lemon gonna tell y'all what he think y'all want to hear. He gonna gloss it up, sauce it up, and add on to it. Y'all ain't gonna know what's true, what's not. So why waste y'all time? Like, y'all want to do some jigsaw puzzles? Go to the store and buy some. Go buy y'all a puzzle with 1,000 pieces or more and get on there and get to working. But I don't want to hear no limit interview. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. You say I agree, Chaos. Oh my God, Burn Dog, please don't. Let me just gonna say he was drunk. Not what you say, not get it done. Like, come on, y'all. Okay, well, y'all do what y'all want. If the people King Roman be fair about it, put it on the poll. Just put it on a poll and see how besides the Coyotes and Burn Dog and everybody, how do you feel the interview was last night? I didn't watch the interview last night, K-Fit. I didn't watch TMO interview. When I seen what it was, I tuned out. When somebody said Ness went up on Lemon Lincoln was asking him questions and Lemon got caught in so many lies, I was done with it. Because it was giving overplay for the underplay. It was giving it's going to be a play. It's going to give it, they going to make it bigger than what it is. It's giving that they going to say something to try to debunk what the other person was saying. But when he put that little thread on his wall, K-Fit, and it showed that Lemon called him 13 times and left on voicemail. Then King Roman come live and say he didn't know why Lemon kept calling him, because this was right after Lemon had just pissed him off. Then Rick Reed called him and said Lemon came live and said Lemon kept reaching out to him and he don't know why Lemon was reaching out to him. He was celebrating his birthday. He couldn't come out here and help Lemon. How many content creators done expose Lemon? Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, how many of these people done expose Lemon for keep calling their phones? Like Lemon just trying to suck more people into the equation to make the story bigger than what it is. And then he find that unapologetically Mika. He find that MB. He find that RY. He find that all them. And I'm like, girl, Lemon just, I think Lemon was under pressure because he said his whole world was going down. But I did hear from Dimple's live that I guess BS case was tossed out. I'm like, okay then. And then I do know from what's her name? From J Dunn live that Lemon go to court for the hit and run on a Monday. So, oh baby, I'm tooling out all episodes of Lemon right now. Lemon is cracking under pressure. Lemon don't know how to put all his ducks in a row. I don't know. Like, I guess he was streamed in. You calling people? Okay, let me ask you this. Let's be realistic. If when your mama first put you out, you called your brother and your brother came and moved you and he was making sure that you got there straight and was situated, why the hell did you have to reach out to people on YouTube? Like, that's weird to me, unless you wanted it to be content. And if you wanted it to be content, you could have just bought it out here. So this is why I say I think Lemon using his real life to gain empathy, sympathy, and cash apps. If they even cash apping him the way they used to. Like, I think he's trying to figure out the best way that he can come a balance. If anything, he might as well go ahead and start him a GoFundMe, ask his people to pay for his restitution, and close that chapter of his life out. Like, yeah, just go ahead and ask them to help you out, shit. Let me see. You say, how do you, oh, girl. And who had an interview last night? Let me just gonna say, okay, I read that. Hey, Barn Dog Child, it would change your mind if you saw it. Okay, saw it well. Who did the interview? Lemon calls everyone. Absolutely. That's it. Just come out the closet already. Because I was in Pastor Live, but I ain't made it over there yet. They said go read Nest Community Wall. But I didn't go read the Community Wall, and I had left Pastor Live, so I don't know if Pastor went to go see it. I left when they said Pastor got a call because I didn't know if he was into the live or he was somewhere else listening. So I just exited the board. So I don't know. A man calling another man like that is not normal, and they trying to make it seem like it is. Oh my God. The focus should shift from Lemon sexuality to the manipulation that's apparent. Oh, wait. Okay, so who you feel like is manipulating, Lemon, or you think both of manipulation is coming from both sides? Because I read T-Rex Wall. And basically, he said that the beef sector is dead if only people they can rely on for content and to stir up the storylines in the beef sector is Lemon and Pizarro. And he said other people keep saying that. They keep saying the beef sector is dead and they keep saying they need new content. But then every storyline that comes out is either them taking jabs, Lady Nika. And then I've been watching some people mention the crew every once in a while, but I see all y'all been ignoring it except Kayo, so I keep up with Kayo's Community Wall to catch what's going on and stuff like that. And then I see y'all trying to put Sincere back in the mix, so she trying to come back out on her own. And then I see y'all said Shakim over there. I was watching Unapologetically Mika's, and she said Shakim over there responded to her posts and her comments on other people's wall. And I was like, oh, yeah, y'all finna get to ready to run amok for the summer, and I'm just going to get off the board and get out the way. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been setting up these road trips. I'm going to see Melissa and a couple other people, and they trip coming up sooner than later. So I've been moving my way on out the way because, like I say, while y'all run them up, I ain't gonna miss nothing because y'all keep recycling the same storylines or adding on to them. And quite frankly, from the beginning, I lost interest, so I ain't gonna keep up with them. But since I support a lot of y'all, I know that it might be a live that I'm gonna get a recap from. If it don't be Dimples, Pastor, K-Fit, Kayo's Community Wall, AK been popping out here, keeping me entertained, Unapologetically Mika, because, ooh, baby, like, y'all just doing what y'all can. Okay, so who you think they manipulating? What's up, Emils? Triple. Oh, Kayo's, how can it shift if he keeps getting caught in these scandals? Okay. Okay, so lemon. So that's why I say, you see, when it comes down to plays, skits, and scams, I normally don't want to keep up with it. And then the fact that y'all keep, I've been watching, and I heard a lot of y'all say that Lemon kept getting caught in lies. And then I heard Triple say that it was more of Lemon is a love bomb person, that he keep telling people that he loved them, or he keep coming on strong. Like when you come on strong, it make people watch how you move. It make people know you can't be trusted. It make people know that you up to something. It lets a lot of things be told. So once I figured that out, I didn't want to hear no more. I promise you, I tuned it out. I just fell off the board. And that's why I probably missed a lot of people live. Because when I seen that the people, it was going from platform to platform, I just fell all the way back off the board and wouldn't even respond to no more stuff. And then when I came back and checked my live this morning, it depends on what your title was about. If I shared you out or I even came through and hit the like button, I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm like, yeah, no. No. Correct, Kayos. Room Shaker. GHE is mean gay. Well, just put yag, baby, yag. Just put yag. But I don't. But wait. See, the thing with lemon sexuality is if a man put it all out there, and you decide to be in denial about it, like that's between you and that person. Because I know one thing, I ain't chasing up behind no gay man. I don't see it for a gay man as far as me wanting to sleep with him, me being interested in him, or none of that. That's a way to hurt yourself. Because how you going to put all along you sleep? You know something? I see that. I see that. That's crazy. This show on Tubi. The girl was sleeping with her man, and she said the whole time for her to sleep with her man, she was into her friend, and the only way she could get aroused and have orgasm is thinking about her friends. And then it just opened up a whole day because they was like, the man was like, I'm giving you good D, and the whole time you imagining about another man. And then they was like, if you already lusting over him, eventually you gonna go to him, so why don't you go be with him? And I was like, dang. But see, what she knew about the man she was lusting about, he wasn't gonna pay the bills. He wasn't gonna treat her the way the other man do. But something about her, that other man piqued her curiosity, and she said they in the flirting stage, but they ain't got to the intimate stage. But the whole time you got a man, and you wanted your man to be okay with how you was moving, you just destroyed the home. And now you went to go try to be with that man didn't even want you. He said he can knock you down if that's what you wanted, but he ain't in the type for a relationship. He worked to take care of him, and he ain't finna take care of nobody else. If he brings some kids in this world, yeah, he'll provide for them, but he ain't finna provide for no woman and pay no bills because he believe in his and hers. And I'm like, oh, well, you got rid of that good man for this man. Now she trying to go back to that man. That man don't even want her. See, Big Dot and BBW lust for him makes cringe. A girl. Big Doc is an opportunist. Big Doc tossing down men in her background. Big Doc just sitting on here, coming over here because she liked the way these men lust over her, and she probably trying to run it up and see how many cash apps she gonna get by showing and flooding her body. Because that's what she been doing. Shoot, you see how she made, what's his name? Goosey. She made Goosey mad because Duke Pharaoh put out her news, not knowing that's what Duke Pharaoh do. And that's why I say some people just don't realize. And that's why I say, Goosey, you got to take your emotions out of it, because some of these content creators will give you ammo to use against them because they don't want to put it out because people going to be calling them weird. So they found other ways for people to do it for them. And if you deal with somebody, because let's be honest, Duke ain't never hear who he was. Duke done exposed a lot of these women on the board for playing with him and then trying to piss him off. Yeah, he gonna bring your news, your phone number, and everything else out about you. So when Goosey got mad and was like, I don't like men that do like that, be like that and do stuff like that, you sitting with a lot of them that do it. Like, come on now. And half of these hoes be antagonizing them, knowing that they got the ammo to do it, and they be just waiting on them to bust that move. So I don't feel no type of way about it. Like I just mind the business that pays me because she's still getting on platforms flashing people and stuff. So I don't know what's the big issue is anyway. Either you gonna put it out and make these niggas flock behind her, or she gonna put it out, or she gonna get up on the panel and flash her body. Like that's what she gives. Hey, Jills, anyone chasing after anyone is crazy work, girl. K-Fit. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, wait, let me see what you put. Hey, Shree! You said room shaker, unpopular opinion. Lemon acts more like a incel than a gay man. He wants attention from whoever, and Kaios is correct to a lot of manipulation going on. Absolutely, but see, only ones being manipulators is the food that's too involved in it. Because Street, you know what I get? I don't give a damn. That's the problem. That's why I think it's like, yeah, no, if Kim, and then let me say this. If they trying to force King Roman to come out here, I feel like King Roman shouldn't waste his pop out for no goddamn Lemon interview that I ain't gonna be able to get into. I don't give a damn about that situation. If anything, you can come out here, do the bare minimum, set up the phone lines, King Roman, and let the content creators, let these messy ass subscribers take off because they gonna do all the work. They gonna clock all the tea. They gonna take jabs at everybody they want to expose and talk about and stir up. Like it got, and of course with the call-ins, it's going to be a variety of topics that they going to want to hit on. They going to want to hit on Lady Nika. They going to want to hit on MB. They going to want to hit on RNY. They going to want to probably hit on me. They going to probably want to hit on Pastor. They going to want to hit on Rico. They going to want to hit on Stomp Down coming for Pastor and Pastor won't respond. They going to hit on Diva checking YNMB and he's scared to go after them, but he swung around and came for Lady Nika. It's a lot of shit that I feel like King Robert can come out here and let it pop off on the phone lines. We don't need no goddamn interview or limit. Okay, well, if he do, King Roman, to be fair, because you're your own person. If you do limit the interview and let the call-ins pop in after the interview and just let it twerk from there. Like that's a fair. That means you sit here and you accommodate a lot of people for the entertainment and the pressure they putting on you. Give Lemon about an hour, ask all the questions that might roam through your head, let the chats ask their questions, and then get Lemon the hell up off the platform and let the call in and the phone lines get the popping. That's a 2-in-1. They can't beat that. They can't beat that, King Roman. Like, yeah, you could break it down like that. Like, I don't care. As long as you don't make us have to sit there. Well, I ain't going to sit there nowhere. Because as soon as you open up that interview, I'm going to exit stage left. And then when your call-ins pop out, just somebody come type on my community wall or send me a message. Okay, he at the call-ins now, and I'll come back. I think an interview is needed. And King Roman will help his feet to the fire. It won't be a softball interview. But, okay, so y'all want to be entertained. Because I don't give a damn about the interview. That's what I'm saying. Let me stop being selfish. Because I'm like, no. Like, okay, well, he can do the interview and move him right along. Let him get all the questions. Okay, because he normally pop off the beginning of his call-ins with commentary. Let him do his interview and then throw the call-ins at the end because I don't give a damn about the interview part. I don't care what Lemon got to say. Just because Lemon is a liar, I wouldn't believe half of the shit he get up there saying anyway. Like, yeah, now and then if he gonna do the interview, I think he should do an interview. Okay, well, if that's the case, do it a 2-for-1. I'll watch it then because then I know it's gonna get messy and good. Tell King Roman to do an interview with Lemon and the other dude on the panel at the same goddamn time. Tell them to lace him up before the interview with the voice notes, the voicemails, and all the text messages and receipts. Tell him and do it as a whole expose. Like it can be nothing left unturned because what I gather from y'all is y'all saying y'all feel like a lot of details is being left out. They still holding back. They ain't telling everything. So is it them to sit here and run One little content, like they giving you snippets of what they want to share with you. Like if you gonna do it, at least put it all out there, make it juicy. All of these folks are lying. Libby tried to get that to happen, and T Rex said no. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what. Okay, so how y'all gonna determine who telling the truth and who lying? So let me ask you this, K Fit, because I know you're gonna keep it real. So is it true? Because people were saying Ness went up on Lemon panel and was asking him questions, and they caught Lemon in a lot of lies. Is that true or not? Oh wow. Huh? Is that true or not? So is y'all catching both of them up in lies, or y'all only call drop the link for me? Okay. Okay, I would do that for you, baby. Show in the hell will. Cause I that's what I'm confused of. Cause if y'all call Lemon in lies, like what the hell is we talking about? So okay, y'all let K Fit come up here and tell me. Cause I'm like, I don't know. If we was gonna have a King Roman call in, pop out. I wanted it to be on something I can enjoy. I wanted to hear what the subscribers had to say. I wanted to hear y'all sound up. I wanted to hear y'all be messy. I wanted to see him make all the faces that we know he gonna make. That's what I was gonna be into. What's up, K
Good
Fit?
morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
Do I have an echo? Is that me? Hold on. Let's see. I sound okay?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, girl.
Happy early birthday since you still
Thank
celebrating your
you.
birthday. No. Okay, so you didn't watch a lot of it. So I don't have no listen, I don't have no dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like neither one of them are like my besties, like nothing like that. Like I call Lemon bullshit out and TRX was bullshitting a lot last night. Even Reed called it out last night. It was a lot of contradictory things because first he said one thing, but then when he did the interview yesterday, it was like, huh? That's not what you said. And it's just like, and then he put on his wall. um I did an interview. TRX put on his wall. He did an interview yesterday, but why should he kick Lemon while he's still down? But I'm like, but you was the one that posted the screenshots of the stuff first. Like, I don't understand. You see what I'm saying? And Lemon wanted to have a conversation, like them be on the same panel, and TRX refused it. And me personally, I'm just like, okay, if you standing in your truth, if what you're saying is true, him being on the panel with you ain't gonna make no difference no way, because you're gonna still stand what you say.
He exposed us talking first, but okay. Hey, Triple X.
Yeah, even if he did expose you talking first, if you say you don't care, you don't care, you don't respond. It's a lot of shit I don't give a fuck about. I'm not responding to it. And I just didn't understand, me personally, the thing that I didn't understand was why choose Lemon. Like, I, the thing was, well, he was the top of the food chain, but why choose him and go into deep dialogue with him for that extended amount of time? If someone, because he made statements like, he was doing weird things or suspect things and making him feel uncomfortable or uneasy, if someone's making me feel uncomfortable and uneasy, I'm no longer going to continue to engage with that person because it's only on the phone. It's easy to cut somebody, like cut communication with somebody that you don't have to interact with every day. Those are the questions that I had, and was just like, why? Like, why even spend that amount of time, um, like on that? That was my thing. And that's why I said I do think it would be good for another interview because Roman will hold Lemon's feet to the fire. I think it's a lot of bullshit on both sides, if you ask me. And I don't have no dog in the fight. I don't give a fuck, for real, for real. I'm just making commentary like everybody else.
Okay, he said he was networking. Okay, so anywho, okay, so we gonna waste a King Roman pop out on Lemon storyline with T Rex.
No, I mean, I just think it's juicy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's juicy. It's something new. You know what I mean? And it's where you could actually sit down and talk to somebody who's actively in it. Like, you know what I mean? And like, okay, like what's going on? I just, for me, and let me say this, for me, everybody's different, everybody personality different. But let me ask you this. Um, are you gonna network with somebody that make you feel uneasy or do suspect things?
No.
Okay, that's my point. Like, it's when I say contradictory things, it's like, but if I don't, if I don't like it, we got coworkers that we don't really see it for. So I'm not going to really network with you. Like, because what was the benefit of networking with him? Was it to for monetary gain? Like, I guess that's for me. What's the return on an investment? What's the ROI? For me with that. That was my angle from it. Like, I'm not going to network with somebody who seems weird or odd
He
or
said
makes.
I can't become uncomfortable until the networking start, I believe. Okay, what was your question, Scott? You said how does networking turn into love bombing? I don't know.
And that's another thing. It was like, oh, I love bomb him back. So was your intention to network or was it to love bomb? And that's where the inconsistencies come. And it's like, okay, I'm not love bombing somebody that I'm so it was it networking or was it love bombing? And once at the moment that you feel uncomfortable, I don't need to network with you no more. That's just like when you go out on a date with somebody or you become friends with somebody and they begin to move funny. Once they begin to move funny, you either are going to say, I can't be cool with that, and you make separation between you and that person. Or you address it and maybe it's a misunderstanding about something. I just know for me personally, once I see somebody moving funny or saying, making me feel a type of way, I, you're not going to bother my spirit, nor am I going to waste my time.
I get that. But
You know what I'm saying?
ooh,
That's
hey
my angle
Mitch.
from it. And I don't have no
Hey,
problem with neither one of them. I don't care. Like, I'm just talking about what, for me, those are the questions that I had. Like, okay, we're networking, but we're love bombing. Um, you network, but then you became uncomfortable. So why continue to have engaging conversations and communication with them? They made you comfortable, but y'all are on the phone, a couple times. And really, him saying Lemon called him 13 times. We know what Lemon do. Lemon call people all the time. He drunk call people all the time. He do all that. Hell, Lemon done called me before. Like, everybody know that. He came out and said it. Yup, I cried it. I called K-Fit and cried. Yeah, he did. I said, Lemon, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what's really going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the
okay,
same
so
thing
he
with
played the
Roman. Like,
voicemails because they said also the voicemails didn't get obsessive. Let me see, obsessive or stalking. He gave drunk rambling similar to what he does on live.
that's what I took from it too. Just drunk rambling. Like, he's Lemon is an emotional drunk, and we know it. When he drinks, he becomes highly emotional. There's some people that cry, some people become angry, some people are fun. Like, you know what I mean? We've seen it play out. So to me, it was like really no, like for me.
Okay, so to be fair, if he do an interview, get all the questions off his chest, could if y'all gonna recommend an interview, then could he pop out and do the call in? Cause I
I
really
think
don't.
I think it would be fair to do an interview and then a call in right behind the interview. I think it would be fair because KRN gives commentary first. That could
Right,
be
that's what
his
I
first
said.
hour. Boom, give an interview, and then boom, open up the phone lines for people to talk about what they heard or talk about what's going on in general. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of shit that's going on. Let's be very clear. You got, they no longer are doing the frenemies. You
K Fit, he
got
said, do you want him to come up?
who to come up?
T Rex.
Come
I'm
up for
Triple X.
what?
I don't know. I guess to answer whatever questions you might have.
That's on him. I mean, I don't. Those are my thoughts because I don't want to offend him neither. If like this is, it is. Let me put it like this: it's no interrogation. Those are just my thoughts behind it. Like what kind of I
Okay,
was
so they
like.
said Lemon will lie to King Roman too. What's the difference?
King Roman gonna hold him to his feet to the fire because King Roman is very good at putting a timeline together and say you said this, you say that, you did this. Like,
He said he not offended.
oh, okay. If he want to come up and talk, that's fine. Like,
If you want to come up, you can. Triple X. I just had to make sure it was okay with her first.
um, but yes, I think it's so much going on. You got Envy and Lady Nika and R&Y and Binary and um
Pastor Rico stomp
Pastor
down.
Rico, Stomp
Pastor said, "Child,
Down.
bye." Hey, Pastor.
You got who else is it that's got a little I
Cooler and
know
R&Y, because I've been looking for Cooler to find out why her R&Y beefing.
Coolin and R&Y. Was like, I saw them going at it in the chat a little bit.
Hey,
I
J
was like,
Don, where you come
ooh,
from? You ain't even type in the chat.
hey J
Yes, I was
Dunn.
coming up here just in case I need to represent my client.
Oh
Who is
Lord.
your
This
client?
ain't no this is not like
Triple.
it ain't like that. Cause I don't hate neither one of them to be honest. It is not
No,
like that,
I'm
J
just messing.
Dunn.
I didn't even hear what was said. I just heard Room Shaker asking you, you were saying that Triple said that he needs to come up here, and I was like, well, let me come up here to represent my client. So good morning, y'all.
Uh-uh.
Good morning.
Cause I ain't representing nobody.
Oh, okay.
I ain't
But
represent.
no,
Listen, when
I'm
I
gonna
tell you
join the
I am a
conversation with y'all.
spectator, Jay Dunn, I am a spectator of the shit. Like literally spectator. Because it's even questions that I would have for Lemon. Like, okay, Lemon, like, why do you call people at night? Like when you're inebriated.
Hey,
Why,
Hey,
good morning. Like
hey,
are
good morning.
what is your obsession with
Triple,
calling
Triple,
people?
you owe me 10%.
Uh-oh.
No, you came up here on your own. I didn't know you was coming up here. So
Uh-oh.
they gonna think I sent you up here now. I didn't.
Uh-oh.
No,
Uh-oh.
no, he didn't send me. He didn't send me.
No, I
No,
literally just got
I
up.
was
You
in the
know that's gonna
bushes.
be the
I was in the
what's the
bushes.
name, Jay Dunn. No, they gonna be
The
like,
narrative,
oh,
exactly.
they said they know they talked about it. They probably was talking when it
hmm
was going on and said, no, you hit the link before me. You know how that
No,
go.
no, everybody know I support Room Shaker because she support me. I was listening to her while I was up in the kitchen, and I had to hurry up and come up here.
I understand. You got when I go live again, you got to come back and report for jury duty, Jay
Okay,
Dunn.
yeah, I'll come back
Uh-huh.
over there for sure. But all I was gonna say, now, did y'all hear Rick Reed live though? I caught
Rick
his
Reed
replay
was
this
yes.
morning when I
hilarious
got
last
up.
night. Rick
Yeah,
Reed was hilarious
his
last night.
replay was good.
It was funny. He was funny.
Hmm.
Okay,
It was
Triple X,
funny.
what would you like to say, boo?
No, no, no. I just came up because I didn't know. Like, first of all, I know it's your opinions, and I respect your opinions. I respect you as a content creator. I respect you as a person, an individual, and you can call me out, and I'm totally fine with that. Like, I appreciate that actually.
Hmm.
I just wanted to respond to anything that if you had any questions or whatever. I was like, because some of the stuff that I was listening to in the chat, I can get how you can say like, oh, but you did this or that. Like, how did you feel uncomfortable with this? But the thing that I feel like people forget is minds change, things develop, right? So like for example, if I'm networking and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, what's on the board? Who's at the top? Who's here? Whatever, whatever. And that's a character I never met. And then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I eventually have to get to know him because it literally was his sector for like 3 months. Like if you go back a month and a half ago, every little thing was about him. So I'm like, I can't even get around the sector without seeing this dude, right? So once we had our conversation and I went on his stream and did all that, the the manipulation or the contacting that people are saying now isn't how it worked. He called me. You know what I'm saying? And so when he called me, I even said in my interview, I was like, yeah, he was funny and shit like that. And when there were some of the questions that made me feel uncomfortable, that doesn't mean I need to run. I mean, there's a lot of things in life that makes me uncomfortable. It wasn't like I was being harassed or stalked or anything like that at the beginning. You get what I'm saying? Like at the beginning, you're
So
still
I guess
learning.
so
That's all.
then I guess then it would be maybe your word choice because when somebody says for me, if like okay, cool. TRX, to be honest with you, you didn't need Lemon to come back. I'm gonna call it a thing. A thing. You didn't need Lemon to come back. You had a very successful Sunday members only show, and had you clicked, and you're a male in this sector, had you clicked that, it clicked live and just talked about what you saw. You didn't need Lemon for that.
But I
And I
didn't
don't
say I
know if
needed. Oh,
you,
sorry.
for
Go
what
ahead.
reason that I just want to say that to you. You didn't need that nigga to get to know him, to create content, nothing. You know how to create content. You could have hit that live button and been like, "Oh, I see it's a lot going on. I got a few things I want to say and my viewpoint on it," and it would have went through the damn roof. So I guess that's where I'm kind of like, TRX, nigga, you used to have a popping ass Sunday members only where it would go down back there. And people want to hear what you have to say. People been looking for you anyway. Like, where's TRX? We ain't seen him. So for me personally, you ain't need nobody.
But see, and I appreciate that. But I didn't say that I needed him. I just said that I was networking. See, the motive of networking is to get to know the players on a board. When you're making content on a sector, this is all a social, like we're all a social like game, if you want to say, or a community, right? So all I said was I just wanted to get to know the different players on a board. I wasn't saying that I needed him to come back. Like if I just
So
came live and I just started talking about whatever he had going on his channel or whatever so and so had on a channel out of nowhere, just poof, poof, here I am. It would just seem kind of random. I always start to drop down more in chats. I went more in Pizarro's chat. I was networking with her more. I was networking back with Lady Neek. I was networking with all the different people. It wasn't just him. So I think people get stuck on certain words, like you said, the word choice. I never said that I needed him. I said that I just wanted to network. And I was looking at all the players. So it wasn't just him. I networked with everybody.
So I guess then the next thing was, when you said the love bombing thing, I guess that just kind of threw me off because when you decide to love bomb somebody, that's like intentional. So it was just like, I don't know. For me, I just was
And see,
like,
here's the thing on that, real quick. I said that I felt love bombed, correct? So when I said that, I would just return the favor. I just was like, well, you're telling me like, oh, you're the only person I told this to, and then I'll give you something back like, well, I'll tell you something too. You're the only person I told this to. Like it was just mirroring. It wasn't like I was seeking him out and like I'm about to go love bomb this person. I never said that. I clearly was like, as the conversations started to occurring, as I started to receive the phone calls, I would get a call at night and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm answering. This is like the second call, the third call, right? And I'm getting all these questions. And so I'm like, well, I'll return the question back. Or I'm getting all these compliments like, yeah, like I used to watch you all the time. Like, I loved your channel. I did it, like all these things. But it's like, I never even seen you in my chat. You know what I'm saying? I never seen you leave a comment. So to me, I'm like, well, what's the angle? So, and that, as that was occurring, I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. In the beginning, I was just like, okay, what's going on? So I think the thing that people forget is we're talking from the end and we're reflecting back. A lot of these things developed over time. There wasn't like the first day, oh my God, love bombed. The first day, oh my God, all this stuff happened all in one day. Like we're talking a course of like 3 or 4 months of all these things. You get what I'm saying?
no, I completely understand what you're saying, but from the outside looking in, these are, things on YouTube are about optics. So optics, and like I'm on nobody's side, you know what I'm saying? Because I call Lemon's bullshit too. You know what I mean? Why do you feel like you need to be drunk calling? Why do you feel like this? Because Lemon is not a love interest of mine, nor do I care what he does with his private parts and who he does it with. I don't care. Stuff like that don't bother me. I guess just for me, it was just kind of like, okay, what, you said this, but then this, and then this, and then this. And it just didn't, for me, the math just didn't math because I view you as, okay, you can network with him, but you could have hit that live button and said whatever and came back and gave your commentary and would have been, and it wouldn't even been this to me. Like, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I'm making
So
sense, but
no, you
I feel
are.
like you could, you're you're heavy, you're weighted heavier than that, if that makes sense.
But the thing is, like, even if I were live, let's just pretend like I was going live all this time, there still would have been networking going on. You get what I'm saying? I think they're
Sure.
not really mutually exclusive, I guess. And you said something else. What was the first thing that you said? Sorry, I started reading the comments and listening and trying to like make sure I hit the points that you were saying.
Um,
Um, yeah.
I don't know.
I think it might have been about the love interest part, maybe.
Oh, I said I don't care. Like I don't care about Lemon and what he do because a lot of
Oh
people
yeah, yeah,
are
that.
framing it. Oh, the girls are mad because they couldn't get to Lemon or whatever. I don't want Lemon. Like, let's be very clear.
No, and I
Like,
can I
I
comment to that before I
don't,
lose
and
my thought?
I don't have anything against him neither. You see what I'm saying? I don't have nothing against
Yeah,
you either as well. I don't have nothing against Lemon. I don't have nothing for Lemon, right? Like if Lemon is right, he's right. When he's wrong, he's wrong. If it's questionable, I'm gonna ask it, or I'm gonna be like, that don't, hear whatever the case may be. I just think for me, and have watching you over the years, I just personally, I'm like, okay, you chose to network behind the scenes with him.
but no, I didn't. That's the part. Okay, so here's what happened. When we dropped off that panel and I said it was Trip, it was to set up the time for me to come on your live stream in the public. And then he called me. I
Right,
answered and
but you
talked. I didn't
you
call him.
continue to network behind the scenes after that, though. The
Yes, he
engagement
continued to
kept
call. He
going.
continued to do the drunk calling, and I
Right,
continued to answer.
but you also
Yes,
continue to engage with him
exactly.
as well. That's my
Right.
point right there. Like,
And the
is
thing is,
like,
I wasn't, I didn't have, like in my mind, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I shouldn't engage for XYZ from how it looks now. I get what you're saying, the
right,
optics. But at
yeah.
the same time, when you're talking about you don't care about the parts and the sexuality and all that kind of stuff, I did not come from that angle.
Oh, I
He
wasn't
came,
assuming that you were coming from that
yeah,
angle.
okay,
I'm just
yeah, because
saying
he
what
came
people
live.
are out here talking about. The girls are mad. This is mad. I don't care. Like what people want
Right.
to do in their home life, they sexual life, whatever. That is their business. More power to you. As long as you happy and thriving, that's I ain't got nothing to do with it because what I do with my time is what I do with my time. You know what I mean? That wasn't really for you. That's just overarching because a lot of people are having a lot of things to oh these people are mad. No, we just are asking questions because these are some of the optics where people could say, okay, well, if he once he made you feel uncomfortable, why continue to network? Or what was the level of uncomfort? You see what I'm saying?
Sorry, I
Hello.
couldn't get to the mute button. Yeah, yeah, I do see what you're saying.
And
But I
that's
can't
just
control what the people are
right.
saying or doing either. You know what I mean? I
No,
get,
yeah.
yeah. And I think from my point of view is like, it seems as if, oh, I'm trying to focus on the sexuality and all that kind of stuff. But that even isn't how it happened. Literally was, I got exposed for talking behind the scenes from his side. I responded with, yeah, we did talk here. And I'm showing you the receipts that we did talk. I'm showing you that I was being, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I was coming to control you. Because if I was controlling you and doing all these things that you said on your first live, why are you calling me so obsessively? That's what I was making a point of. But people lost that and they ran with their own plot and their
With
own
the
narratives, right?
sexuality part. No, correct.
Exactly. And then
Because
he came
I
live and he said, oh, I was, what did he say? Something like I was, oh, I had a crush or I fell in love or whatever he was saying. So then I am now responding with the story
right.
because of what he said. So it's not, it just people get confused in the order of things and they throw these harsh words to label things and stuff like that. And I'm totally fine with it. If you want to do that and make your own
Hmm.
narrative, that's what the sector is. It's supposed to be controversial. You're supposed to have people like Reed to tear it apart and tear me apart, tear his story apart. That's what y'all do. And I expect that.
And I think I agree with you that I do feel like the content started shifting towards people's sexuality. And I was like, who gives a fuck? Like, for real. Like, who cares? It's not about that. The content is they were communicating, and TRX said he felt this way. Lemon is saying this. TRX said this went down. Lemon is saying this. Okay, so we've got this, what's the meat and potatoes in it? Because you gotta, what is it, what they say, eat the meat and spit out the bones. Like that's really, what it is. But I me personally, I never looked at it as a sexuality thing. I was just when I was clinging on to some of the things that you had said when you said you felt uncomfortable. And I just looked at it like, okay, well, if someone is making you feel uncomfortable, why continue to engage?
Well, here's the wait.
But
Let me
there's
can I
also
add to that real
levels to
quick?
that too.
And I'm glad you said that. So when you make the sentence, you were uncomfortable, so why keep engaging? That is a very strong sentence. It's making it seem as if every conversation I was in super uncomfortable. I literally said another sentence that 90% of the conversations was funny banter. We had similar humor. Excuse me. I would drag him, he would drag me. That's usually what I do with my friends. We drag each other. It's fun. So it wasn't like if I was in a conversation or a situation that I was 100% uncomfortable with, no, I would not continue engaging.
So is
But
it
that's
safe to
not how it
say?
happened.
So is it safe to say that you did enjoy the back and forth you guys were having at a
I
time,
said
at
that.
a
I
point
even
in
said that
time?
we were friends. After I decided I
Right.
wasn't gonna come back, we were just talking purely as friends at that point.
Got you.
And
Got you.
I still asked him multiple times just because I'm paranoid as well. I'm like, what is your angle? Why are you continue talking to me? I'm not making you content. I don't hit your link. Like, what do you want from me? Like, what are you trying? Like, I'm trying to figure out like why do
Mm-hmm.
you keep? What I mean? He's oh, you're just my friend, or we just whatever. And I'm like, okay, as long as that's it, then
Mm-hmm.
we're cool, But then it's like, but then you say something else that's like suspect or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? So I just have my guards up as well, but I wasn't sitting there the whole time like, oh my god, I'm being harassed, and no, that's not how it works. I think people take one situation or two situation or three situation and say that was the entire situation. No, like just like we're humans, right? Like our minds change over time. Just like right now, you clearly, in the chat was like, I'm a manipulator or whatever the case may be. You might have thought that before, or maybe you just thought that now. Like your mind will change. Maybe after this conversation, your mind will change. I don't know.
No, for sure. No, for sure. And I understand. Like, and that's why I said, sometimes when we say certain things, the weight of our phrases can, the optics of it can then look like, oh, well, he said, he felt like this. Well, and what you're saying, it was just some suspect things that were said and like, making you feel uneasy. Like, what's your angle, Lemon? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, listen.
And he asked me my angles as well. I mean, it's like you're getting to know these people. As you
Right.
know, these people are very unique. Like in this sector overall. Like, I
Yeah.
mean,
And people
it's a
can be
lot
very
of different
vicious
people that I've
as
met.
And people can be very vicious too. They can use it because they have an ulterior motive. So of course, I would, I think I would
And
be crazy if I didn't think questions wouldn't be in your mind. Like, okay, what, is this an angle? Am I going to be your content here in a second?
yeah, and then also too coming back, excuse me, the time that I came back was around the time where he was very villainized in terms of like they felt like he was controlling all these people, like with the Discord girls and the these party and that party, and he's triangulating these people and getting people on this panel to basically work for free and fight on this panel. So I was obviously coming in with my eyes open, like, okay, let me just keep myself protected as well. Just like I'm sure he heard things about me, even though he act like, oh, I didn't know much about him, but then in the back scenes he's like, oh yeah, watch your channel, all this stuff. He probably came in with his eyes wide open of like, okay, I know these things, right? So it's just
Do
it's just
you
developed over
do
time.
do
So
you regret becoming cool with him?
yeah, I do.
Mm.
And the reason
And
why I
what?
regret it is because I never expected this to happen.
Okay.
I didn't expect him to go out and just like expose it this late in the game. I mean, it's been so much time has passed. It's been like almost a month and a half or
Mhm.
two since we talked. So
Mhm.
for you to come out now to bring it out and then I have to respond, I didn't expect it to snowball.
Right.
Now, somebody could say like, but he's messy, this and that. Yes, and I'm talking about now, 2 months after the fact. Not expecting it during the fact. I expected it
Mhm.
during the fact. Like, okay, this could happen at any time.
Right. Um, if you could have did anything different, what would it have been?
Um, with him or with in general?
With him
Because
or with maybe considering entering in the sector? Like, I guess it's a
oh yeah,
twofold
oh god,
question.
yeah.
Like with him, and then also saying, okay, I'm gonna put my toe in this, or and I can add a third part.
hmm
Do you regret maybe responding to anything he said?
Yeah. So the three parts. So one, yeah, I regret even dipping my toe back in. I
Got
don't
you.
think it was worth it. Now that
Got
I
you.
see how the sector is evolving, it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't. It's just turned into a panel circle jerk. Excuse my language, but that's basically what it is, right? So that's the first thing. The
Right.
second thing, do I regret ever communicating and responding and all that? 100%. Because then one, I wouldn't be in a situation. Two, I wouldn't like what's the word? I wouldn't feel bad about because you mentioned viciousness, right? So like
Right.
after hearing his live yesterday, he did sound broken down. So a lot of people expected me to wake up and just go, wow, like no, like he put his receipts out. He basically buried himself. So I didn't need to come out and like further drop receipts and just go crazy. It just wasn't necessary. But people forget that element because the live is down. People didn't see it. If they didn't, you know what I'm saying? And then the third part, I regret if we go back to in the beginning of time, ever even come into the sector, even in general, I was a moderator and I kept being asked, like, can you please join a Google chat? Because I never even had a voice. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, no, 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 no. I literally, it took them like 3 months to get me to finally get on a call with them. And then
Mm-hmm.
they were like, wait a minute, you're so messy, but you sound so professional. Like, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't add up. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
didn't understand it. It's like I was an
Mm-hmm.
enigma or anomaly
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like, I like to watch the bullshit on the side, just like people like to watch reality TV. That's all this
Correct.
was. It was COVID.
Right.
So if I can go back in time, I would have never even came down just in general. Because I mean, yeah, of course I met some great people and all this kind of stuff, but it just wasn't worth it overall.
Right. And will you now continue to be in the sector now? Will you continue to be visible in the sector now?
Um, when you say visible, like in terms of making content, or you just mean in terms of strictly like being in chats and stuff,
You know, chats,
or
hitting
both?
panels, posting on your wall. Like, are you going to continue to engage with the sector, or are you going to pull back a little bit because you do feel like it's not worth it? Because, many say there's no friends on YouTube. And, the sector has been very damaging in people's personal lives. So,
Hmm.
because of that, are you going to continue to engage?
I'll continue
Oh, I
at the
got a phone
level that
call.
I'm
Hold
at.
on.
Oh, sorry, what?
She said she got a phone call. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
Hey,
just answer a little
Kimberly.
bit.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I will continue at the level that I'm at. I mean, I don't do anything on here that is insane that would penetrate me in any type of way in my personal life. But I will pull back in uh, some of the engagements and probably the chats and stuff. Not
Hmm.
because of this situation per se, but more so because I feel like people will keep trying to highlight you and want you to come
Correct.
up or do this or do that. And it's like, I'm no one's dancing monkey. And there's no motive for me to do anything anyways, because I'm not monetized. I'm not making money on here. It's literally just
Hmm.
for fun, just for kicking the shit here and there. That's all it was. Now, I know you said like, oh, you have weight in the sector, your name or whatever. And
Hmm.
yeah, it does make it, where you have to, when you come in chats, you have to try to, engage with everybody and all this kind of stuff because of who you are. And sometimes I do wish that I was more anonymous in terms of just being just a regular subscriber that no one even knows. I can just type and have my fun like everybody else. I actually feel like I had more fun in the sector back when I was just an unknown person in a chat, just like the
Correct.
rest of the people.
Correct. And I guess my last and final question to you,
Hmm.
do okay, how am I gonna phrase this?
You could be blunt. It's
I'm
fine.
trying to think, like, do you feel that it has done more damage than good coming back to you?
To me, in what way? Because you're talking about
Like with the
personal, my mental,
content,
or what?
like just in general, like when you step in a space such as this, right? Like,
Hmm.
and you come back, you leave, and then you come back, and now you are the content right now, right? Like you're
Hmm.
part of you're, as Room Shaker would say, you're on the board, right? Does it do you feel like because of what happened has damaged your stock? Let me put it like that.
I think if anything, this is gonna sound bad, but I
Uh-huh.
think it damages my. If anything, it would damage my health and wellness. And what I
Uh,
mean by that is, like for example, I like to get my 8 hours of sleep. But since it was all
Right.
that bull crap the other night, I had to keep listening, and it kept waking me up because people would yell at the panel, and I would fall asleep and wake back up. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's messing with my sleep in that instance, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then people, like expect you to either be in the chat, like especially when it's on you, they expect you to be in the chat, they expect you to hit the links, they expect you to do this. So then I'm sitting here like moving a dinner date. I'm like, okay, I gotta now move this because Demon Soul was like, let's do 6:30. I'm like, or I agreed with the 6:30 time, so I had to move
Mm-hmm.
something, or I had to skip a workout,
Mm-hmm.
for
Did you
whatever
feel
reason.
pressured to do it? Like, was it
Oh,
like I have
absolutely,
to? Okay, okay. Because
absolutely.
to me, I ain't moving shit. But I'm just saying, I ain't moving nothing.
Because the
If
reason
anything,
why,
I'll come and say I ain't coming live today, y'all. I got stuff to do, or I ain't got it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But did you? So you genuinely felt the pressure of I have to, I guess, more or less defend myself, or stake my
yeah.
claim or whatever. You felt genuinely I have to say what it is.
And it wasn't pressure from the crowd as
People
much. It was,
just what was going on.
yeah, it was more so pressure from just showing up for the people who have supported me
Got you.
and the people that would expect some sort of something. Like, for example, if, like Jay Dunn has made me, been on my channel plenty of times,
Mm-hmm.
Demon Soul, Lady Nika, like
Mm-hmm.
all them people
Mm-hmm.
have. So I try to show up for them in this
Got
moment
you.
because it's like, it's only fair. But at the same time, they don't really recognize like we have a real life. They just sometimes I feel like people forget that.
Right.
And so yeah, I did move things. I did do all these things, and I felt pressured because I wanted to show up for them. But then at the same time, it's like I do all these things. I lack 3 hours of sleep. I'm trying to orient myself to be ready for this responses and all these kind of things. And by the way, like me and Demon Soul did not sculpt up that interview behind the scenes. I could literally show a screenshot where I asked her, I was like, what time? 6:30. I was like, did you prep interview questions? Do you have questions? Or you're shooting from the top? She says, I'm just gonna shoot from the top. I'm like, okay, I'm about to take a shower after the Zoom. I'll see you then. That's literally all that happened. There was no prepping and calculations or whatever. But then you give people your time, after all this stuff, and then you get called a liar and this and that and all that. And it's like, I know it comes with its territory, but the
Mm-hmm.
point is, it's like, okay, I'm sacrificing to give you content for free on my own time. And then you want to then scrape it and want to get more and more and more. And it's like, okay, I'm going to give you a halt. I'm not going to keep on opening the faucet to give you stuff
Mm-hmm.
just because you want it. I would love to see some of the other players open up their panels and open up their channels and start activating themselves as well. Because
Right.
just me giving you a
Yeah, but
little
this
piece,
is
you see
my
how
thing.
much I shook the table.
And we
These
do
people can
The
do the
know.
same.
nerve of anybody to be calling Triple a liar though, when the only proven liar time and time and time and time and time and time again is Lemon. I would, if I hear somebody call a Triple a liar, oh, I definitely would have something to say because Lemon has lied countless times, and what I look at based on what I've seen already before. And I've seen Lemon lie to the entire audience, his audience, everybody else's audience over so many things. So it's hard for me to believe that people would say that Triple lied up in this interview when Lemon is the known liar for easily the last 2 or 3 years at this point.
Okay, Triple, we got a super chat. Triple X, do you think the reaction to your interview is about Lemon or is it about you paying for the sins of your YouTube past?
That's a good question. Thank you. So, Molly, I think the reaction is both. And you have to, not you as in Molly, but just in general, have to realize there's a lot of people who watch this space and from the past that have gripes with me, that hate me, etc. Right? Especially when people put you on a pedestal. I already knew that I was kind of set up in a negative way because so many people's like, why would you talk to him? Like he's so beneath you, and it's making me on a pedestal. So of course that's gonna wake up the wolves to be like, we need to knock this motherfucker off his horse, which makes sense. I would think the same. I'm like, well, why are y'all putting him on his horse? Let's pick him apart and knock him down. So I would have loved to enter this as just an equal footing and us just be two people battling versus me battling him from some kingdom while he's battling me from the slums. Like that's what it made it seem like. You know what I mean? It just made it put me in a real like tough spot. And so anything I said was gonna be it was gonna almost make me look worse anyways, because it's gonna make it seem like, oh, this guy coming from this ritzy life is coming in and preying on this guy that's living his life drinking Taylor Port, right? Like that's what it almost got painted to be. And then you also ask, hold on, I want to make sure I get every part. You paying for the sins of your YouTube past. Oh yeah, that yeah. I would say it's a combination of both, pretty much. Does that make sense? I know sometimes I get long winded.
Are you
Let
going
me
to
know.
are you going to continue to respond, or are you done with it?
I would love to give you an absolute yes or no, but I can't. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
I understand. I
I just
understand.
can't. I would
Oh,
love for it to be done. You know,
done and
if he
over
lets
with.
it go, then I'm done.
Well, it's probably not going to be done.
I mean,
Especially if
if he
Lemon
comes
goes
back
live
with
tonight.
truths,
Uh
then
huh.
I'll be done. If that makes sense. Like
Okay.
if he comes back with a bunch of lies, then that's
Then
when I'm
you
like,
feel like you'll
okay,
have to come out and say something.
yeah.
If so, if you could have chosen anybody else to network with that you felt was at the top of the food chain, who would it have been?
Wait, if I would have had to choose to network
Somebody
with anyone,
different. To network with.
see, hold
That.
on.
hmm
I just want to make it clear, like everyone on the board I had networked with, except I'm trying to think who else I like. I can't right now think of who I didn't, but pretty much any of the main characters that you see right now, I have networked with, and when I was considering coming back, had networked with. I think you might be wanting to ask if I could do it differently. Who would I have networked with behind the scenes only? Is that what you mean?
Like who? If
Because I networked with him and
because
everyone. It wasn't just him. Like it makes
right,
y'all have
no,
been
right,
framing it as
but
if he's the
like
only one
Yeah,
I networked with.
it wasn't exclusively networking with Lemon. I was talking to Triple when he thought he was going to come back as well,
but what I'm
oppositely.
Exactly.
saying, no, I'm saying replace Lemon. Who would you have replaced Lemon with? Like, is there anybody else that you maybe would have preferred now that all this has happened, right? Like you
Hmm.
named a couple, like, is there anybody else? And you might not have thought that some people aren't network worthy, right? I mean, there's that too. Is there anybody else that you would have looked at? Because you've got Jay Wilson, you've got Rodney, you've got Ness, and I don't know where you stand with these people, right? You have Rick Reed, you have Roman, you have who else? Jadon, who am I leaving out? Room Shaker, I don't go live no more, so I
But
can't even put myself in the mix. Would you have, did you network with any of them? I guess is the question.
yeah, of course. I
Okay.
started entering Ness's chat. You know, I started entering King Roman's chat. I started entering Jadon's chat. Like everybody for the most part, I was kind of just, networking around. So it wasn't just and if you actually go back to the very beginning of me and his like YouTube ship, he can tell you that I never went into his chat. I went everywhere else but his chat. He seeked me out, came on Pizarro's channel, and he said, "You should come. Why don't you come to my chat? Why don't you come hit my panel? I would want you to come over there." Like I was seeked out. So like
Okay.
once he seeked me out, I said, "Okay, I'll take this networking opportunity." And I feel like people just are like missing that piece. Does that clarify a
And
little
that's
bit
No,
or
yeah,
exact
no?
no,
because
it does.
I was at Pizarro's live when
When it
Lemon
happened.
did. Triple was already up on the panel on the link, and Lemon got up there pretty much making it about him, trying to figure out why Triple go to everybody else's channel but not
Now
his
y'all know Lemon make
because he
everybody
felt like he
turn
was
kids.
popping.
He
Yeah,
make everybody
and
turn
he
kids.
got mad. He got mad about Triple not going over there.
hmm
So, and Triple even said that he only was going to like the OG people or the people that have been around for a long time. And Leonard felt offended by that. Triple even said that he really don't go to all the panel channels because there's too many new people. Leonard still was insisting for Triple to go over there. So that's how Triple first went. And I think a lot of people missed that live of Pizarro's, but that's when it first happened. I saw it with my own eyes.
Well, I
And
have
can
a
I add this?
question. Go ahead.
I was going to add this one little point really quick. So I can't really give you a replacement because everybody was really on a board. But if you would have said, is there one person that you didn't network with that you would have liked to maybe
hmm
instead? I
hmm
think that now these 4 months later watching and kind of getting reoriented with people, it would
hmm
have probably been a new character that I never even considered because I don't go to the outsiders as much. The only
hmm
outsider that I really went to would have been MV, but that was because he had RY support. If he did not have RY, he would have never gotten any attention from me. But
So
it
we
would have been
did jump in
binary
here.
code. It would have been binary code because after these 4 months, I've started to realize like it's first I was like, ooh, I don't like this guy just because I don't like outsiders. But now I've grown to like put that aside, and I still never entered this chat yet, but I have now, I'm okay with now.
Binary is layered and he's
Yeah, I don't know
very
how to word it.
complex.
Like I'm okay
Yeah,
with
he's
giving him support, I
complex
guess.
and he's an intellect, right? Like, and
Yeah,
he's messy as
exactly.
hell too. Like he knows how to play that game or whatever. Um, but is there some type of tension between you and Envy? Because I saw him in a chat yesterday, and you were like, "Wait a minute," and I was like, "Uh oh, what did I miss?" Like, I literally walked away from my tablet and I heard your voice and came back. Like, what happened?
Yeah, I'll
Is
give you
there tension
context.
there?
Yes. Now I want to
Oh,
answer your question, but I don't want to cut off Room Shaker either. Do you want me to answer this and then you can go, Room Shaker?
Go ahead.
Okay. So yes, the context on that is basically I supported going to his channel, and I really like RY. Like I was gonna support her anything she did, right?
right.
So when I posted that video of her live, and her live basically was she took it down because it was like crazy language or whatever. So when I posted it and he came on my comments kind of chastising me, he kind of was talking to me like I was a child. Like I would assume you wouldn't want to see two ladies talking. I would think he was talking to me very like I was somebody's kid,
Mm,
and basically asking me to take it down, but not asking me, like almost like trying to make me feel morally
telling you?
bad about posting it. So when he did that, I thought to myself, wow, I thought me and RY had a better rapport. She would have asked me to take it down, not sending her biker gang from the 10th strikers or whatever the fuck he be claiming in my comments to try to check me. But I took the respect for RY and still took the link down and then replaced it with her link, right? So then
And
as we go later on, now she did that bazooka thing that had happened before that. And I backed it up. I even was like trying to support, even though I was being shady about it, I still backed it up and said, if that's how she feels, I'm going to support her. And she
right,
was going to go to the FBI and all this kind of stuff. But then
right.
now she's back cool and, twerking in chat. That to me feels like, what the fuck? Like, so now I'm like, okay, are these two people not who I thought they were too? So now there's tension. And so when he's in the chat doing all that typing, yeah, I'm gonna snap back a little bit more at him because there is that tension.
Or do you and RY have tension, or it's just you and Envy?
I haven't been in her chat since, and so there for her, she may feel there's tension. I don't have any beef with her per
Uh huh.
se, but I am gonna be shady and I'm gonna call out more of the things that she does now because of that situation. Just like I expect people to call me out more from this interview situation. Some people aren't gonna like my behavior or like what I did or like
Right.
how it happened or whatever. Just like you were calling me out. I expect that. It's a
Ooh,
part of
this
the
is.
territory.
Okay, so
Ooh.
I got a question, then
And,
I'm gonna let y'all
and
have it.
oh,
My question would be, if since they pressuring and they want King Roman to pop out for an interview to close down the final chapter and stand on all the questions that they got unanswered, would you be willing to hit the link if he locked down a panel with you, King Roman, and Lemon on the platform so we could speed this commentary along?
At this time, no.
Okay.
well, y'all have to understand that that's what Lemon wants. Lemon wants to be on the panel with Triple. And Triple is stubborn and is refusing to let Lemon have what he wants.
Well,
That's why
when
Lemon is mad that Triple first had came to my link because Lemon don't come to my channel. I won't let
right.
him. Then Demon so bad Lemon, so Lemon couldn't go there. That's why he was pouting on the community wall. But even over here with Room Shaker don't really deal with women like that.
No, Lemon ain't
So
coming on my link, but go ahead.
if the frenemy sector would not have been canceled, would you have entered into the frenemy sector?
No. And the reason why I wouldn't have is because I've always had a problem with establishing independence on here. No matter what I say, I'm always put into a group, a bucket, a clan, a
Mm-hmm.
crowd, or whatever the fuck
Mm-hmm.
they want to put me in.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I wake up out of my bed, I type on this
Mm-hmm.
keyboard, I talk to 0 people that day. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
doing it because of somebody else, right?
Right.
So no, in that instance, I don't think I would ever want to enter a sector under an umbrella of someone that, and Pizarro, please don't take this offensively, but someone that doesn't show themselves, and then I'm supposed to be under their like, I don't know. It just feels like it just wouldn't make sense for me. So it was shocking when I saw a lot of people kind of come out of the gates. But that gives her credit of like she has so much influence that she could do that,
Absolutely.
and that's impressive. Frankly, it's impressive that you could come on with just your voice and move a group of people.
I
But
think
I
there was
wasn't
I
going to be
think
one
there
of
was
those
good
people.
intention. I do think it was good intention because I understood where it was going. I think it was just the understanding of where, because you can't really control where people go, right? That was the thing that I think that kind of broke it apart. Um, you can't, I guess, because I was like, hey, open up a new sector. It shows your weight and your ability to move people, right? You have following, you have influence. She has influence. I think
Hmm.
where the waters got a little muddy was that you want to network in a sector that you're trying to leave. That's not going. It can't work that way. If that makes
Well,
sense.
wait. When I was networking, it wasn't I was trying to leave. I was networking because I was thinking about coming back.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about
Oh,
as a
No,
you
she's
mean
talking
whole.
about
Pizarro? Oh,
Pizarro.
Pizarro.
Yeah, I was talking
Sorry.
about as a
Yes.
whole. Yeah, like as a
Yeah.
whole. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Okay, I
thought
get
it
what
was
you're
a
saying.
good,
Sorry.
great idea because if you want to move into a different direction, yes, you have to remove yourself from being in a space. But you can't. I think where the waters got muddy is networking in a place that you're trying to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
But
I
I want
think
to ask you,
that's
Casey.
yes.
I want out of curiosity because
Mm-hmm.
okay, so you just kind of said that Triple did not need Lemon to come back, which I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
But then why would you ask him if he would have joined the frenemy sector? Because we know that he don't need no frenemy sector either.
No, because
I
I
think
know
a
him and
lot more people would have
Pizarro
been.
are close, right?
I think a lot of more people would have been disappointed in him if he had done that because he would have looked like a follower.
You think so? I don't
I
see
look
I
at
don't see it
everybody
like
that
that.
Absolutely.
I don't see
decided
it
to
like
do
that.
that as a
Absolutely.
follower.
You know why I
Oh,
don't see it like
yes.
that? I don't see it like that because I see it like the B sector can get dark, right? And can get very malicious. And people don't want to be involved in that, right? And if she wants to move into another direction, which I feel like that's growth, right? People are allowed to do that. And he may have been like, oh, I can be okay with this. And this is my friend. So I'm going to support her. And yes, I will add to the commentary over here because it's not as dark and draining and those different things. That's the I guess that's the vantage point I'm looking at it as
Well, can
because
I?
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but if we're being like, let's just me and you, just like if we're eye to eye right now,
Hmm.
can you really look me in the eye and say that just saying that I'm gonna start a new sector would have prevented and protected against all those things and actually create a space like that when, like you said, you're still networking with everyone else that was already here anyways?
That part that was one of the that's why I said I feel like the waters got muddy because you were networking in a space that does that. There is no way to 100% um prevent that from happening. It would have had to been a clean break. We're not coming over here, we're not engaging. The only thing we're going to do is watch from the sky. You see what I'm saying? Like for real, for real.
Yeah. And let me say
That
this too, really quick.
mhm.
I did make a post, right? I think you might have commented on it. Like he told his story, I told mine. That post. I had made a comment that about like manipulation. This entire sector manipulates, right? And I
Mhm.
basically said the one, especially the ones at the top, and I wrote manipulate people to fight each other, manipulate with a gang of people in the background, manipulate with community walls, manipulate with private phone calls, with narratives, with panels, triangulations, etc. Right? And
Mhm.
I said that a little bit out of anger because I felt like if I'm going to be called a manipulator, I feel like everyone is at the same time, right? And I just wanted to like say that directly because I don't want you to feel like I'm shading you or like coming for you or anything like that. But that's just how I felt in the moment.
Mhm.
Just like how we're now having this conversation, I'm now even seeing your viewpoint even more, and I
Mhm.
actually respect it even more. And I feel like, oh no, I read one sentence and made my own story, and now that I hear you talk, I'm like, oh no, she actually means A B C D F G, right?
Right. Mhm.
And that's just how things develop. So one second you could get mad, the next second we could have a cool, calm, collective conversation like this. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's
for
just
sure.
it's a great thing. So, and do you have any thoughts on what I just said about the manipulation part? Do you agree with that, or do you feel like I know I said a lot, but do you agree with the
Well,
point
people
of
do
everybody is manipulating down here?
Um, to some degree, yeah, because when you have influence, you can sway the way people view stuff. I mean, that's just part of it, right? That's part of if I come live and give my opinion, because also there's a trust factor, right? So if I know, let me put it like this, I know Jay Dunn is going to research something, right? And if she's speaking on a topic, I'm going to believe what she's saying out of her mouth because I know she's going to research it versus somebody that I know isn't going to research and just be blabbing off. What they're saying is not going to be thought provoking for me. So it is, and whether people use it for good, bad, or indifferent, to be messy or whatever. Yeah, yeah. People push narratives to change to create storylines, to create content, to go, and then you got to put in the likability factor. If I don't like you, my what I have to say to you or say about you may not be all the way fair, right? Because there's biases. It,
Exactly.
like if I like somebody, I'm gonna be more biased to them, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because it's like you're not gonna get me to be unbiased towards somebody that I rock with hard. You're just not gonna get me to be completely like, oh, I'm gonna be a little bit more gracious and a little bit more gentle, um, with it. And also, what you may expect me to say out in the open, I may refer or default to say it to their face behind the scenes or whatever, and you're never going to see that in front. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So
100%.
yeah, no, yeah, it is.
And
Listen,
did you happen, were you a watcher back in the 2018, 2019 phases of the original Beef
mhm,
Sector?
mhm,
Okay, so do you feel like this is what I personally feel, and I'm curious if you would agree. The 2018, 19, and even 2020 Beef Sector was a game of chess. Every major hitter had their own like town or village. Like you had the Babe Nations, you had the TSCC, you had all these different groups of people,
mhm.
and their leaders were all playing a game of like I don't want to say manipulation or narratives or whatever, but that I mean that's basically what it was. Like everyone had their points that they're trying to make, and they were trying to get people to fight each other, or get people to feel a type of way, or knock down this point and all this type of stuff. Like it was very much a game of intellects playing chess. Like that's really what I felt like it was back in the day. Do you feel like that or no?
Um, yeah, I think the structure was different because it was more time available to sit online and go from person to person to person, right? And everybody had their strongholds over their camp. And then to me, the beefs were a lot more organic as well. And they weren't making up 2 and 3 days later. It was to the dirt. Like, you know what I mean? So I think it was a different lay of the land as well. Um, I think it was a lot more, well, it can get vicious now as well, too. But yeah, it was a lot more I guess more people are going live, I guess, to some degree too. Like it's not as many people that are going live to push content about certain things too.
But they picked content apart way
They
better back
did.
in the day too.
They
They
did.
like if that
I
interview,
I
for
will agree with
example,
you with that. Yes.
yeah, it like for example, one interview can probably come back with maybe six different perspectives of a total different angle. And they're not only just doing that just to push a different angle from what they saw, but they're pushing their own motive, their own objective. And that's what we did back in the day. That was like what I enjoyed about it was the mental game of it.
And
Now
slicing
it's
and dicing what somebody else's commentary was and breaking.
yeah.
They said this, and then here we go. This and yes, I agree. I agree.
Yep. Like just like what I felt like you were doing just, a couple minutes ago or hours ago, whatever. That
Hmm.
is what we used to do. And that's why when I came up, I was like, I appreciate that. Like this is I like it. Like I like for you to come back and, hold me to the fire, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good for that.
Hmm.
So pretty much I just feel like we lack that now. And that's the main reason why that's why I didn't decide to come back full time or not full time, but you know what I mean? Like as a live
Hmm.
streamer is when I was like,
Hmm.
you know what, this is just dumb. Plus stuff in my own life that I was like, okay,
Correct.
how will I make time for this?
Correct.
Like I could make one day a week work. Like no one's that fucking busy. But
Right.
I just didn't want to the most time commitment isn't actually the live streams. The most time commitment is having to be in the chats and going to all the lives, because once you
Correct.
stop doing that, then the person starts to feel the type of way. Why is he in this chat and not my chat? I'll get hit up in the DMs like, oh, did I do something to you? I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, I saw you over here, but you came here. Like, it's so much pressure of all these people with their like emotional feelings that they have about everything. But as you could probably tell from me, I'm 99% unbothered. I came out the womb unbothered. Like, people, like, literally, we're driving down the street, see a giant crash. I didn't even jump. I didn't even flinch. People are like, what the fuck? Like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm just very unbothered type of person. And that pisses people off. They think it makes me pompous or sedity or uppity or whatever, just because I just don't get bothered by a lot of stuff. I just don't care.
Hmm. And that's fair. I mean, people have different emotions towards, certain things, or whatever. But all right, I don't have any more questions. I appreciate, the conversation. I really do. I
Yeah,
think
me
I
too.
learned a whole lot more, and I didn't want you to think that I was like, I'm against TRX. No, like, because I got questions for Lemon too,
Yo,
like
totally.
dead
You're totally
ass.
fine.
And Lemon, no, I will. Lemon, no, I'll cuss his ass out on any given day as well, and then still be in his chat like, boy, you crazy, or laughing at something. It's not that deep, for me as well, because I also see Lemon will make anything content. It is what it is, right? That's just who he is, and he knows how to. He knows he's very good at doing that stuff. About He's very good also as making himself content. He is, and people have to admit that, or whatever case may be, whether he's lying, telling the truth, whatever. He's very good at doing just that. But you know people are going to have questions, and I think people, that's reasonable, right? Once something is put out here, it's to be expected that people are going to have questions, different vantage points, different opinions, and outlook, because I don't know all the timeline of what it is, and especially you hear bits and pieces. We're just putting together the pieces that we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And that's another,
Hmm.
and I came up here to talk to you too, because I'm looking at the chat, and when I'm typing, I'm like, ooh, this sounds like I'm sounding mad, or I sound really bitter, or like I'm coming at her. So I was like, let me just come on here so she can actually hear me,
No, I
and hear
wasn't
that I'm
thinking
not
that. I
coming.
wasn't thinking that way. Like, I wasn't
Shh.
thinking you were mad at
Even
me.
if you didn't, somebody else would. So I was
That's
like,
true. No, that's true. That's true. No,
let me
that's
just come
true.
up here and do
No,
that. And
that's true.
then, yeah. And I know not everybody have all the pieces. And I think what people did forget too is like, they wanted yesterday to be super salacious where I dropped every single thing. And I know some people don't
Mm-hmm.
like the slow drip of content or whatever the case. But from my perspective, I wasn't on a defensive anymore. He dropped those receipts, and you could hear in his energy, his the shakiness in his voice, and damn near was about to cry, that he felt defeated and hurt. So I'm like, you know what? I don't even need to come back and do another slam. Like, he's already in a spot where he's now on a defensive. I'm not in a defensive. If those receipts that he dropped made him look worse, right? So I didn't even need to counter the
I
receipts.
can't hear him. I think, did somebody drop?
J Dunn. Hey, just my thoughts. J Dunn dropped K Fit.
Yeah. I can hear you though, Room Shaker. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. So I got a question. Cause Ness and Past and all these other people I have on the board as well.
In the
Ness said
chat.
you played one of the recordings, but one of the recordings you played really wasn't nut. You said you didn't listen to the other recordings. Why you just didn't play all the recordings and put them out there?
Um, Mainly because, like I said, I just didn't feel like I needed to drop another receipt just because, of what happened
Okay.
yesterday. But I understand her saying that point. Yeah.
Go ahead, K Fit. You can finish.
Oh, I think Jay dropped. No, I was just saying, look, I appreciate the conversation and you answering the questions. I think it probably clears up a lot of stuff. Because I'm sure people had some of the same questions that I did. That's why I was like, I'm glad you
Yeah.
came up. I really do. And I appreciate your honesty, and your openness to say, listen, yeah, if I would have did it, if I could do it different, I would. I wouldn't have did it this way, or I wouldn't even put my toe back in to begin with. I'd have let people wonder where I was, and just been from the sky, or
For
or
real.
or
Yeah.
whatever. No, I get it, because that happens to me sometimes. And I'm like, oh, because then my name pops up somewhere. I'm like, I'm not even around. I talk about politics all day. Like, please, or whatever. But cool beans. Listen, and I wish you the best of luck and everything you have going on. Or whatever. And look, don't sacrifice your mental health or your sleep for nothing. Okay, listen,
Right. Thank
get
you.
your
And I
sleep. It ain't that, you know what I'm saying? This stuff can wait
Hey,
for
Lakendra,
for
and why do he
exactly.
pick these weird type of hours to call people and call them back to back that many times? That is obsessive. But if he got a goal to turn other content creators into content, to storylines, I think y'all need to just fall back and keep it bored.
room check. Well, you know he's on West Coast time, so his timing is totally different from everybody else's. You know, when majority of us sleep, he's still up because he's 3 hours behind majority of the people in this sector. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I can't.
But
That's a
if you see
question I
what
have to
type of
ask Lemon.
time, because he normally always pick late hours to come live, and he be so full of himself on alcohol that he be ready to damn near go to sleep or crash out. So why would you pick that to be the times that you call these other content creators, and then you call them accessibly and back to back like that? Like normally, if a person don't answer, they sleep or busy.
That's a question I will pose to Lemon. I will
Okay.
ask Lemon, hey Lemon, what made you call X, Y, and Z? Like what I will ask that question to Lemon the next time I see him. If he come live today or whatever, I will make sure I ask him that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I gotta go. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me up. Bye, Trip.
You
See you, K
welcome.
Fit.
Jay Dunn is back. Hold
Do you
on. I'm waiting on you to connect. What was your question, Triple?
No, I didn't have any questions. Oh, I was gonna say, did you have any other questions for me or anything like that? And sorry, we kind
Really,
of
I
hijacked your
don't have
panel.
no questions. I'm waiting on King. We've been waiting on King Roman to come out, but they want him to come out to do an interview. And quite frankly, I wanted to skip the interview part because if they already catching Lemon in lies, what's the point of getting him to answer more questions if we don't know what's true or not? So that's why I had that question for you. Would you be willing to be on the link? But if that's what he's trying to force you to do or want you to do, I understand you declining.
Yeah, I think it for me is like I'm very much once I'm done type of person. Unless there's some like deep relationship. For example, a lot of the people that I fell out with that I've known for 5+ years, it's easier for us to talk versus somebody I've only known for 3 to 4 months. So for me, I'm kind of like I don't really have anything else to talk about with you, but if I hear a convincing reason behind it, maybe I'll consider it. But for right now, I don't see any reason.
Okay, they said, why did he erase both lives? I don't know because I didn't catch none of his lives. So maybe it's because he felt guilty, or maybe it's his way of playing victim and get y'all to be sympathetic. Like, you'll never know the truth when it comes to Lemon. Like, I don't trust nothing he do. I'm just gonna be honest about it. So quite frankly, that's why I kind of got a nonchalant attitude towards this
I know,
situation. Go ahead, J Don.
I know why he erased. Yeah. So the first live, he erased that one because first off, I don't think that he wanted people to be able to fact check his live, honestly, because towards the end of that first live, he allowed a whole bunch of people to come up there, use trigger words, yell. Big Dot was on her camera touching her friend's booty, and they had a child in the background. I don't know if that was her friend's child or somebody's child was on the camera. And so I think that he allowed a lot of stuff to happen so that he would have a reason to get rid of that one, so that people couldn't analyze it later. Because of course you couldn't red ball to his lies, because he turned the red ball off. So then he just allowed chaos at the end so that he could get rid of it. That's the first one. The second one, when I went live yesterday morning, he was live with a panel of people, and it sounded like he was out sleep when I started my live. Only for me to finish my live, and I thought he was still live over there with probably like 50 people up in the chat, and he was asleep on there. And I don't know how long he stayed asleep on there. So it could very
Okay.
well be he got rid of that second live because easily the last 3, 4, 5 hours was him sleep.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what else was Ness saying? Because I'm assuming you were listening to her.
The chat said that they glad Rico hit the panel because you was the same one that told on Rico and ODS, and they why you Ness said she need the other voicemails because you played one, that one you gave really didn't say that much, so they gonna need you to come on with it. And basically, they just feel like some of them starting to feel like it's something being hidden, or y'all don't want to say what's really going on. So at this point, it's becoming a narrative and a storyline at its finest.
Got you. Well, the Rico part, technically Rico actually exposed that he was talking to ODS. I just listened to him say it and I understood what he said, and I just, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I didn't expose it. I just basically labeled it, if that makes sense. For example, Room Shaker, if me and you were talking behind the scenes and you were to say something like, oh yeah, me and this Lion Boy was talking behind the scenes, and I heard you say that, I would be like, oh, Lion Boy, that might be Trip. And then I would label it and say, oh, Room Shaker and Trip were talking behind the scenes. Am I now, does that make me the bad guy because I did that? That's literally what happened. Rico said it on his live that somebody in Virginia and sucked his D in a car and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, that must be ODS.
Right.
That's
Okay.
it. So people always want to, oh, he exposed it. He came out with a secret. Like, fuck off, dude. Not to Ness, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like, that's just how I
Right,
feel.
because the only thing she says that she out of all the voicemails that he left, you could have played them because the one you played really wasn't giving nothing.
I didn't
But
even
Room
listen to all of
Shaker,
them,
you
but somebody
couldn't
could have
take.
also asked if no one came up and asked me to play them all.
But Room Shaker, even that right there, I wish I would have had known that Nick said that. You have to remember, during this time when this came out, Ness was somewhere in somebody's rehab. So what she is saying is secondhand information anyway. And see,
Well,
that be the problem that I hate when
wait a
people
minute,
speak.
hold on. Ness just said she wanted more recordings because the recording that it gave, it really didn't give nothing. Now, when I watch a live, I also read the chat. The people in the chat was the one typing that stuff. That didn't come from Ness.
Oh, okay. Well, then my apologies about
Oh,
that.
okay, okay.
Because yeah, when that whole thing happened with ODS and Rico, Ness wasn't even on here to see all that unfold. So my bad, Ness.
Well, I guess I don't know. Well, where do we go from here? Because they want King Roman to come out and interview Lemon because they feel like King Roman only gonna be the only one that asks the real questions and hold his feet to the fires. So it is what it is. But I just think it's just gonna be a storyline to get drug out because if they already caught Lemon lying, what's the point?
You're right. I mean, it was multiple lies caught, but at this point, to me, it's over with. I know, like you were saying on my wall, Room Shaker, like expose them, expose them. Like people want more exposing to happen, but at the same time, as soon as you do that, oh, they're a bully, they're this, they're that. Why did he do that? He didn't have a motive to do that. He didn't even do nothing that bad. He didn't say nothing that bad to Triple. Why was he coming out here? That's what's gonna happen. So I always see both sides, and I'm just like, I'm a responder. At the end of the day, I didn't come out here and expose this shit. But people
But
saying
they
that I'm the one that
exposed
did it, like, get
Lemon.
the fuck out of here.
Rick Reed exposed Lemon. King Roman exposed Lemon. Like all the content creators he been calling on been
That's
exposing him,
true.
and Lemon ain't changed. So that's why I don't understand. Like I'm over it, and that's why I said if he come out, let the subscribers get their messy moment, like the content creators, and wake shit up. Because we know if he open up the phone lines, they gonna run with it. And I think that'll be more entertaining because they ain't gonna focus on one person. They gonna do a whole roundabout and hit all the people they don't see it for, they don't like, and they want to make commentary about. So if they
Yep.
forcing him to
Well,
come out here, want him to pop out here, let him pop out on that behalf. Go ahead,
that was
JW.
one of the things that I kind of scratched my head at when I saw King Roman's post about opening it up for Lemon to do an interview with him because I was trying to figure out what King Roman's angle was for that post because King Roman himself met Lemon in person and said that Lemon was part of the family and Lemon was gay. So I'm like, well, what is going to be the purpose of your interview except to, I guess, diminish the interview that was done yesterday because know that he was one of the first people that came out here and clocked Lemon's teeth. So I'm like, well, what would be the purpose so that Lemon could just lie to more people? I don't get it. I don't get
Me
it.
either. Me either. And that's why I say, please don't make a King Roman hitting the board be based off an interview with Lemon. Cause if y'all caught him in lives already, everybody that's been running a segment about Lemon, I've been exiting they live. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a
Like,
good point. I'm gonna actually drop though, unless you have anything else. I'm gonna go. I gotta get some things
I don't
done.
think, Don, do you got anything else for him?
I'm assuming that's a no. I appreciate the time.
Uh-uh.
Thanks, everybody. All right.
Yeah, no, I
All
See
don't
you
right.
have
later.
anything, Triple.
I'm glad
Thank
this is
you
the
for
first time on
pulling
your
up.
panel. I'm glad I was able to finally get to interact with you, Room Shaker.
You welcome.
Even though we
Thank you
didn't
for
talk
coming
much up
through.
here, but you know, maybe in the
Cause I
future.
really don't have no stance on this. Like, yeah, once Lemon informed that he was a play runner, most things he come out here with, I'm not gonna be into. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I got you. All right, later.
All right. Okay, well, Jay Dunn, you
Yeah,
didn't
I
come
was
live this
on.
morning. Go ahead.
Girl, no. My weekend just when I sleep in, girl. I sleep in on the weekend. I can't be waking up that early every day. Girl, please.
I
I
didn't want
slept
to
and
tell about it's my
when I
birthday
logged in up in here,
weekend.
I started
You
getting on.
say Kimberly Black, I was in and out in the chat and came in when someone, Room Shaker, mentioned no one was giving him any sympathy or feeling sympathetic. What is that? I feel empathy or sympathetic about? Let me know what he doing. I'm not here to coddle Lemon. Lemon is a grown ass man, and more people need to hold him accountable for his actions. Go ahead, J Don.
Hold on. Let me look at this chat, child. Let me see what Kimberly Black done said up in here. Hold on. Let me let me switch the screen. I'm trying to load the damn comments, but the comments ain't popping up. Can you put her comment up? Because your comments ain't popping up for me. I don't know what's
I
going
was
on with my
agreeing with
phone.
no, I was
Oh, here
agreeing
it
with you
is.
on Shaker. Okay, Stacy.
Okay, so Kimberly said, "Oh, Stacey, was your sympathy statement regarding my statement?" I'm just asking. Okay, yeah. This is how I was telling Lady Nika on Pizarro's briefly, because in the middle of the night, Pizarro was live and Lady Nika was up there. I guess for me and a lot of other people, we don't have any empathy or sympathy for women because people just called me all types of dykes 3 days ago. I mean, how am I supposed to have sympathy for him being a coward and getting outed little by little, day by day, when he don't even have respect for the people who actually are more courageous to live the life that he is scared to live? So I'm gonna always be his biggest critic. Not only that, you must not forget that he thought that it was funny and cute when he was trying to out the Billy Goat over there. And now that he getting out it, we supposed to cry about it? Absolutely not, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. In my
Right.
humble opinion. And I don't even like the Billy Goat. Y'all know I don't. But now he thought that it was cute for him to do it to the Billy Goat. So it's happening to him. And he called people gadgets. He called lesbians, dykes, disrespectful, and all this. So why is anybody going to feel any type of empathy or sympathy for what he got going on? Then I heard them over there, because I was talking about it could be bullying, and what if he want to delete himself? And I'm thinking to myself, if he wanted to delete himself, why didn't he think about if the Billy Goat wanted to delete himself? I'm like, see, this is a level of calling that I'm not willing to do. Because just 3 years ago, y'all didn't care if the Billy Goat delete himself, but now we supposed to give a damn that Lemon will be so distraught? No, I don't. Because at the end of the day, the DL black man is the reason why a lot of these heterosexual black women are running around with HIV. And I don't give no empathy or sympathy for a motherfucker that could be spreading disease to innocent black women. No, I pass.
Plus, on top of that, why they sitting here talking about all that? Like, it could have been a lot of people. Him playing with the death of Lolo Mama, him playing with the death of one of his subscribers, him turning the stuff into content, and then what's her name? Unapologetically Mika, even though you don't see it for J Dunn, so hold your thoughts, because I know it's coming. She said she didn't feel good. She balanced in school and she was going through some stuff, and Lemon didn't give a damn. He still wanted to play in her face. And then, okay, on top of that, he also wanted to play with other people's personal situations. So why should Lemon get a pass? Like he plays with a lot of people, and it's crazy how he move and what he do. But hey, if y'all like it, I love it. But yeah, I don't think Lemon is somebody that should be trusted. If it do, you gonna have to go numb to the board. He played with M. Bernadette. He played with a lot of people. And he's still talking under R&Y clothes, telling her to go un-F somebody. And y'all don't see no issue with that. But a lot of y'all, I've been watching y'all in these chats. A lot of y'all said, oh, baby, y'all say R&Y is not a victim. R&Y be doing a lot of sneaky stuff. Her true colors is showing. She vindictive. And she got a smart ass mouth. But then when somebody say something about her, she want to run to the laws. Baby, y'all don't see it for her either. I've been watching y'all. Go ahead, J. Don. They
Sorry, room
attacking.
shaker. My phone messing up. I was muted and I was trying to come off mute. But no, that's just my feeling about it. I think it's way too many times people have this immense empathy because a man decided to lie about who he is. And I think that's a problem. Either way, you condone and assist in a liar. And you are keeping that person, you are not holding them accountable. And that's what I put, because I was thinking I was telling Lady Nisha. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, how can you bully somebody into being honest? If
Facts.
me trying to make you be honest, if me bullying you, well then call me the bully. Because since when did holding people accountable and make into them being honest about a thing bullying them? That is crazy as hell. But that's the mentality that some people have with it. And I think that it's unfortunate because it's mostly non-gay people that's doing all this, giving these passes. Meanwhile, us actual gay people who have walked and lived in these shoes for God knows how long, a lot of us ain't tolerating it because being yourself and coming out the closet is fairly easy unless you want to be a liar and a manipulator. And if you want to be a liar and manipulator, then that's a totally different situation and a different type of person that you're dealing with. Because in 2026, ain't no way people should be scared to be themselves. Not in 2026. Please.
Hey, Big Nutter, welcome to the 1,000 Club, baby. That ain't all. Lemons is using the word the board now. Lemon also using he want to shake the room. Lemon over there mimicking a lot of people, but he ain't gonna make it be able to pop the way we do. Lemon is just trying to do whatever he can do to make relevant, and y'all helping him because everywhere I look, like Rex Triple X put it on his wall. Y'all keep lemon name afloat because every time you turn to a channel, the content is about lemon. And that's why I was like, no, if that's what somebody paid me to come live for and they thought that was going to be the focus of my conversation, no, it's my birthday celebration. I'm counting down for me. I don't care about these storylines y'all coming up with. And that's why I kind of been off the board.
You said your birthday is this weekend, Room Shaker?
My birthday on the 29th.
Oh, the 29th. Let me see. Hold up. That's tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Oh no, that's on Monday. So really going to court for your birthday. Okay, girl.
Girl, if you think I'm gonna care
Let me
about
out here
lemon on my
court for your
birthday,
birthday.
I'm gonna be so goddamn full. I
No,
ain't gonna be studying. Go ahead.
no.
Go
The
ahead.
only reason why I mentioned it is because I cleared my schedule on the 29th
I
so
know
that
you
I
said
could be
we
able to
were
report about
live.
what happened. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was your birthday. But yeah, happy early birthday. If you be live over here on the 29th, I should be able to come over here because, yeah, I clear my entire schedule so that I could try to look for the Zoom cord or whatever. Whatever they post, I want to look for it.
Let's go. Let's go. So that Dimple was begging Lemon. She did a live too while we was live. She begging Lemon to come out here and put out his name, his phone number, whatever, because I guess she want to dox Triple X. But she said if he coming for Lemon, Lemon need to fight back and come for him. So go ahead and put his information out. But then she said now she hearing this a text now number or some shit. But she said no, she think they got each other real information. And I'm like, see, yeah, he y'all go with this shit. So I'm gonna let them have that.
Well, Dimple's been obsessed with Triple for years. That's the thing. Dimples is the ugly misfit that don't none of these gay men want. Or none of these men in the community want, and Dimples can't take it. So now Dimples want to target this man. Why? Because everybody else getting action off this application except for his ugly ass. That's why. Because at the end of the day, no, Dimples don't need to be trying to put nothing out because if women do that, then I'm gonna politely tell Triple to give me everything that Triple got. I meet Dimples easily, fair and square with that. Let Lemon come out here and give Dimples a fuck thing. Then I'm gonna ask Triple to give me everything he got on Lemon, including that real phone number that's up in his mama's name. Because Lemon ain't even got his own cell phone up in his name. Catch that tea. So
So is
Dimples,
Triple the
I'm
only
ready
one?
and I'm waiting.
Is Triple the only one that got the real phone number? Because they said that they believe some more people got a limit telling people he giving them fake numbers, but they said they looked it up and that's how they know it's in his mama name.
That I don't know. All I know is that Triple was saying that Lemon gave him the real number because Lemon said that Triple is the only person that he gave the real number to. And I believe that because Lemon was smitten with Triple. He truly was. If I actually felt like going to find Pizarro's live when Lemon first clicked that link talking to Triple, Lemon was acting like a whole fan. He was standing out about Triple being back, standing out about Triple going and supporting everybody except for him. And quite frankly, he was feeling left out. He was truly
Right.
feeling left out because Triple wasn't paying him attention like Triple was paying everybody else attention. And I don't know how old or long ago that live was, and I don't even know if Pizarro still got it up. But I wish that I knew which one it was because y'all would see for certain where this all started with Lemon getting up there. So I could believe that Lemon gave him the real phone number if Lemon was smitten in that way.
Right. Okay. Well, hopefully they stop because Pastor said all these people mad because Triple answered all the courses and they still want to interrogate him and give him backlash. So I don't know, but if I was Triple, if he ain't got nothing to say and he say he just want it over and done with, is that the same pressure they trying to put on Triple to leave Lemon alone and say he fragile and stuff? That's the same stuff they should be telling Lemon. Like, okay, well, stop speaking on him and he ain't gonna speak on you. Just let it go. You ain't gotta do no interviews, but we know what Lemon gives. Lemon ain't gonna let it go because he feel like it's content and it's gonna keep bringing people to his channel. And with that being said, I think y'all got boring ass lives. Like, this is not enough. Ain't no excitement and thrill to this. Like, this some reality TV type breakdown shit, and half of it faked and scripted, and ain't no telling who all putting better them Dollar Tree batteries in Lemon back. And y'all probably kept them in the freezer just to make sure the juice was still in them. But I ain't playing like this. Like, I'm not impressed. I had more fun doing my birthday countdown and keeping up with the shit y'all talking about on this app. I ain't gonna lie.
But see, Room Shaker, the fucked up part about this whole situation, in my opinion, though, is even as it relates to this whole situation with Lemon and Triple. At the end of the day, Lemon brought all of this upon himself because he kept lying. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Lemon took so many L's in 2026, and he never learned from his previous mistakes. What is happening with him and Triple is reminiscent to me of what happened with him and Diva, where Diva dropped a little bit, and then Lemmy came on live and pressed the gas and lied some more, and then Diva dropped some more. Then Lemmy kept going, and before we knew it, his birth certificate and everything else was out here, and then he was playing the victim. Same thing that happened with VS. Lemmy came out of pocket, VS responded. Then Lemmy kept lying and standing in what he said. VS came back, and before we knew it, his whole apartment complex and some everything else had been called the CPS and everything. Now he playing the same type of game with Triple. When if he was smart and he tired of taking L's, he would just leave it alone right now. Because if he come out here and lie again, then Triple is gonna be justified in combating whatever lie he just told, and then more information is gonna come out. So I guess for me, I don't understand why Lemon can't just take an L when he gets in there instead of coming out here to lie only to dig a deeper hole for himself.
Okay, so let me ask you. In this situation, it seems more to like Lemon is the aggressor. It's like Lemon need this for a storyline, or he need to keep it going, and other people trying to help Lemon stay relevant. But you got a storyline because when you go to court, they gonna be all in your business. The doctors gonna be pulling it and trying to insert themselves and see what your outcome gonna be. As soon as that case is closed out, the paperwork ain't gonna be sealed. It's gonna be up there for the world to see. And I know you already said you gonna pay attention. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why he think he need a storyline. His titty feed is gonna pop out to coddle him and say don't worry about it. And all the people that decide to put the information out is wrong, and they bullying him, make excuses for him, and all that other good stuff. So I don't understand why they just can't let this shit with Triple die down, because I still not don't give a damn about it. Ain't interested. If you gay, you gay. What is that a lie for? Like, I'm just
Right.
saying, you in a gay sector.
That's true. That is. But yeah, I just came up here, room checker. I was actually talking to you while I was getting my breakfast together. So I'm gonna drop down and let you go ahead and do what you gotta do. But it was good talking to you up here.
Thank you for coming up, J Don. Thank you, K Fit. Thank you, Triple X. Thanks to everybody at 10. Y'all could have got the likes up, but I ain't even worried about it. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the cash out. My birthday is Monday. I will pop out and entertain the daughter of a lot of y'all. And we gonna have some fun. And don't forget, y'all beg me to push that ghetto karaoke out on the 28th. Now, since it's gonna be, because a lot of people said they gonna have some stuff they gonna be doing. So would y'all rather the ghetto karaoke come out on my birthday? Like, I'm just trying to see, like, because I can give y'all a little time, because the times y'all push it for, like, I might be doing my own goddamn thing in Chicago, because in my mind, it's all about me. And y'all, man, y'all want me to set a day to the side for y'all. So if you gonna participate in the ghetto karaoke, you better come out and let me know, because if I feel like it ain't enough people to hold down the show, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'd rather turn up to the max, be incoherent, be high to where I'm drunk and tipsy until I'm barely functional, then come on here playing with y'all. Like, let's talk about it. It's my 46th birthday and I want to have a good time. And quite frankly, I don't think y'all know what a good time consists of, because all y'all revolve around this drama. So that's why I've been nonchalant to the board. Like, yeah, no. Is anybody waking up happy and peaceful? I see Pastor went shopping, but I'm finna get off here and go be nosy. You had Dimples probably ended her live by now. I know Nessa's still live. I know Pastor live. And I think Reed gonna go live, because Reed and Shaquem was scratching and in Dimple's chat. So y'all might as well go ahead and get into it. It's gonna be a lot going on. I'm on my way to go get my smoothie. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to start my day. Shouts out to you once again, Big Nutter. Shout out to you, Lil Kendra. Shouts out Belinda Hennon. Shouts out 185. Shouts out to all my members. Y'all know what it is. See y'all later.